Right.
The
Mic check.
birthday.
Hot mic. Hot mic. Hot mic. Mic check. Mic check. We about to start.
We ain't gonna take it no more now.
We about to start this show, y'all. Sorry for the wait.
In a whole different game right now.
At least it wasn't a baby that stole yours, you know.
And we are finally live. Apologies, y'all. Welcome to the Iron Lords Podcast, and also live on lordsofgaming.net, episode number 184. And it's another glorious Sunday. We're back at the Roundtable on the Lord's Day. I'm very excited about our special guest, and we've got the next generation launch week special to discuss, so we're going to get right into it. I want to introduce a Lord whose consistent support within the realm is not only humbling to the ILP, but has also built his own platform into a haven where varied opinions can engage in healthy discourse and spicy debate. Introducing the creator and host of the Basement Radio Arcade Podcast, the overly proud member of PC Master Race, legend of Ric Flair memes, and affectionately known in the realm as Lord Chancleta himself. Live from the DMV and making his return into the realm of the Lords, my man, Lord Enrique, a.k.a. Brat Podcast. How we doing, sir?
Woo! That's how I'm doing. Next gen is here, and all I gotta say is PCMR though.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh,
Next gen
man,
is
greatness.
Is here for most.
Listen.
It's still broken.
Boots up his PC. Look, well, this looks great in the
Listen,
league.
man, we got greatness in the realm. Lord Enrique, what's going on, man? It's been a minute.
Yeah, no, it's great to be back. It's a stacked panel of guests. We got AIDS, Clowns, Kid. This is going to be a great show. And look, I'm excited that considering these crazy times we're living in right now, that we have one beacon of positivity and hope, and that's these next gen consoles. So it's going to be a great show.
Absolutely. You already know we're going to get into it, man. Good to have you. And, of course, we have a Lord who needs no formal introduction in the realm of the ILP and has been an amazing ally since its very inception. Whether it be his supreme passion for the Xbox brand or entertaining live streams, all done with that trademark humor. Introducing the creator of the Kid Smooth YouTube channel, host of Planet Xbox, and a panelist of the Weapon Wheel podcast. The self-proclaimed best bot, and by far the most hilarious streamer with a DualSense controller in hand. Live from New Jerusalem and making his return into the realm of the Lords, my man, Lord Kid Smooth. How we doing, sir?
Doing awesome. Wow, these intros.
I feel like I'm missing
never get
something.
old.
Like, what's this DualSync thing? I feel
Oh,
like I'm
y'all
missing
ain't see his
something.
video?
Yeah, you ain't see his joint. You gotta see his joint.
Bro, where he was doing the Astrobot, he was blowing into the control.
Yo, he's ridiculous.
Oh, man. Shout out. Yo, Attic, I'm going to need you to get these super chats, man. I don't want to get too far behind. I think we got the Incepted Ghost. That was one. And we got Stitch, I believe, if you want to get those, because Solve sadly is not around.
Find it.
Yeah, I'll get him for now while you get ready. So shout out to Stitch for the 2 super chat. Cog, can you add profit? Oh yeah, we already do that. The King's coming. Relax. Shout out to the S7 Ghost Luke Lord, 2 super chat. Next gen is looking good, even on my TCS. salute. You already know. But Kid, what's going on, Kid?
I mean, I'm doing good. I mean, I'm just super excited, overwhelmed, honestly, dude. Like with all the games and new stuff. There's games I haven't even touched yet, but dude, I'm hyped. I've been trying to lay low on Twitter, so you haven't seen the banter from me.
Yes, you've been behaving.
I've been doing my low key.
No doubt.
But dude, yeah, I just can't wait. It's exciting times, man. Exciting times. Happy to see everybody, getting their stuff on Twitter. People showing their consoles, gameplay. Everybody's here. It's awesome, man.
No doubt.
Can't complain right now.
Already know. Good to have you back, man. It's been a minute. And of course, we have a Lord whose platform not only encompasses the epitome of journalistic professionalism, but whose podcast also represents a breath of fresh air from platform toxicity. Introducing the president and founder of SeasonedGaming.com and the host of the Bitcast on YouTube. My fellow Sega brethren, staunch defender of Mass Effect 1 and Final Fantasy 6, and honorable mention for King of the Statues. Live from KC and making his return into the realm of the Lords, my man, Lord Ainsley Bowden. How we doing, sir?
What is going on, guys? Good morning. I think Diego named me Prince of the Statues, which is fine.
I like that.
I could take that. That's fine.
Let them see that statue on the side of you, though. Let them see that.
No, I'm doing good, guys, man. As these guys said, next gen is here, man. In a year that's been rough, top to bottom. It's nice for us all to be enjoying some new shit that we've been talking about for. We've been talking about for a couple years.
It's okay. You're on the Lord's Day, but we respect it. You're allowed one.
But no, happy to be here, guys. Always love hanging out with you. So thanks for the invite. Looking forward to it.
Much appreciated, man. Always good to have you in the realm, and appreciate you putting in the triple shift of podcast. And, we go long, so again, we respect your time. Based on the situation. You already know. And look like we got Rake the Emperor right quick. Shout out to him with the father. Oh, happy birthday! Oh, thank you, brother. Lord Cog, have a great birthday and be safe. And what's up with Brap? Woo! No doubt. And last but certainly by no means least, a true friend to the realm whose passion for multi-platform gaming also originates with Toys R Us and the insertion of that magical arcade quarter. Introducing the host of the Four Guys with Quarters podcast and a panelist of Primetime Gaming and Gaming Beyond the Box. Everyone's favorite gaming paisan. And when it comes to not playing Destiny, will make you an offer you can't refuse. Live from Florida and making his return into the realm of the Lords, my man, Lord Italian Clowns. How you doing, sir?
Hey, what's going on, man? It's a pleasure being here. First of all, happy birthday, Lord Cognito. Happy birthday, man.
Thank you, brother.
Awesome panel you've assembled. Glad to see King feeling a little bit better coming on here. I see he's even brought some paisans with him behind him for backup. Super Mario back there, in case any baby wants to come and steal his 3000 PS5. I'm just gonna say one thing, man. If you're in Florida, watch out for the babies rolling around Circle K in diapers. They definitely steal stuff like my Series X.
I see. You forget the Crocs. It's the babies now, right, Florida?
Yeah, it is.
No doubt, man. Good to have you back. It's been a minute since you've been on, so it's good to have you back in the realm, my man, Italian Clowns. So normally we would have the 4 horsemen of gaming. We are 1 horseman down. Please send
we've got a.
What's up?
You want me to get the super
chat? Yes, please.
We got a $5 super chat from Smitty Smith. Happy birthday to my warlock brother, Lord Cognito, and Cognation. Salute.
Oh, my man, Smitty Smith, what's going on? You already know the cognition. You know how we do. But, yeah, man, we are down 1, Lord. Please send some love to Lord Sov. He's got to take care of some family business. He's okay, but he's got to take care of some family business, man. So we definitely want to shout him out. And you want to get Beaner right quick, Addict?
Yeah. We got a $5 super chat from Beaner8127. After last week, I can have Wednesday again.
Okay, I want to be careful with that WAP. Be careful. Be careful. Anyway, so we still got the three horsemen of gaming. You know what I'm saying? My co-host with the co-host, my brother from another mother, the difficult game conqueror, Lord of his own world, and the how of the young wolf. My man, Lord Addict. How we doing, sir?
Doing pretty good. This between next gen hype and this new Destiny expansion, man. Like I'm for some reason I'm not even tired. Like I think I've went past not sleeping and I've just ascended to a completely new realm.
Why Stitch got time on? He bugging, man. I don't know what's going on. Why is it time? Why is it? I can't. Anyway, but you been blazing, man. You ahead of me.
They trying to talk about this Xbox. That's all they want.
That's all they want. Yeah, they just want to get straight to the smoke. King's back. They're happy. You know how that go. And speaking of which, and of course, returning, we have the Incredible Hulk of this, a.k.a. the XS Gamer.
Ooh.
The prophet of Xbox. The prophet of Xbox. King of the statues demands nothing less than that premium experience. It is the leader of the fraud alert movement.
Ooh.
Beloved Lord King, how we doing, sir?
First, I want to salute you and say happy birthday, brother.
Thank you, bro.
We've been on a journey for a very long time for these birthdays. You know, I never even thought that we'd get to this age, so it's kind of crazy.
Facts from where we come from. You already know.
Yes, this is beyond me. First, I want to say to all the people that wish me well, thank you so much. I don't believe whatever the doctor said. They said I ain't have COVID. Yes, I did.
He don't care about the result.
I don't care what they're saying. I'm gonna tell you right now, I was dead, dying, and dying some more. So out of control. It's absolutely nuts. You guys be safe out there. But you know, to the true inspirations, you know, people that are dealing with real serious stuff like I Dizzy, like the wise old gamer.
Oh, shout out! We got to shout out Buddha Time, man.
Buddha Time. He hit me up too.
He hit me up too.
You know, these dudes is really dealing with real serious stuff in his life, and they still find time to game and live jovially. So, you know, shout out to them. KOS is gonna go up. I know I've been on Addict. Addict's been helping me with some stuff, so that KOS will go up. That's Craven the Hunter right there. I got a hell of a story that's gonna hit that. But that's XM Studios Craven the Hunter. That lion is absolutely immense. This week, what I've been doing. Well, if you've been following my Twitter line, you know what
I see you shaming the devil for people who didn't have their console, sir.
Yeah, well, you know, if you couldn't get a console, shame on you. That's your business. Oh well, and I sold all of mine. So
shout out to scalping.
And I didn't sell any of my X's. Why? Because a premium product never leaves the house.
Oh my god.
But that other product is still here. So it is what it is. We're gonna get into that too. Listen, man. Y'all guys want this smoke? You can get every last drop of that today.
Oh Lord, we saw the pre-games. I already know what the hell I'm in for now. Jesus.
You should have knew what it was as soon as my Miles Morales cut off on me.
We will get into the impressions soon, sir. Yes, good.
Got a $5 super chat from Elemental PO. Happy birthday, Cog. Dedicate this song. Not like this. I wish raindrops would fall.
Oh, the heartbeats.
I don't know.
The heartbeats. You gotta put some soul on that, Addict. You gotta put some soul.
There's no soul none when I don't know it. Like
nights like this.
Y'all gotta send Addict that videos. He gotta watch that.
He gotta watch that. No doubt. So that's been it, sir. So we got a lot of show going on.
No. You know, I've been playing everything on my on my X. We're gonna get into the impressions of that, and then I've been playing the only one game that I said I was buying for that PlayStation Crap Station 5. The Miles Morales. That's it.
Okay.
We got two super chats. We got a $5 super chat from Jonathan B. Great to see you back, King. But Mario is wild, and homie is looking mad evil back there. I didn't even see where he is today. I'll have to look here in a minute. We got a $5 super chat from J-Dub is a shell.
Oh my man.
I didn't know Jesus wore glasses. I think his beard could use a trim. Kind of hard to walk on water with a heavy beard.
Savage. Let me get Boogie Man.
you. Thank you.
Yes, I spent $5 super chat. I spent 17 hours in line for my Series X to get it. Well worth it. Happy birthday, Cog. Thank you, brother. Glad you're able to live long and prosper, King. You know what I'm saying? So salute. You already know.
I spent around 17 too, man. I feel you, man. We got a $5 super chat from Squirrely. I ain't even. That's all you, man. That's all.
Call the fire department.
Fire department.
King's gonna burn it down.
Happy birthday to my man, Cog.
Salute, Squirrely. Yeah, missed your Xbox Live party chat that night. I was a little busy, but I saw it afterwards. But salute to you, Squirrely. You already know. And of course, we have the gaming ninja himself. Happy born day to myself. The Shinobi unlocked. Lord Cognito. Spreading that realness in the realm of the IOP. Not telling you what you want to hear, but what you need to hear, man. So it's been definitely a fun week. Next gen consoles. We're gonna get into everything. Yeah, man. Just vacation right into the birthdays. The best 2 weeks off so far, and I'm enjoying it. Still so much to do, man. So not a lot of Destiny, but it's really been playing a lot of the other games. So Last Word will probably come back this Friday. So also, like we said earlier, send some positive vibes out to everybody in the community. Again, our brother Buddha Time. Yes. You know, Wazo Gamer, you know what I'm saying? People going through it right now. So we're good to see them. They're both recovering from some situations. No last week's poll because I forgot to put it up after Jay Serrano. So we will, if not, we'll do a new one. We'll do a new one this week. But we're going to get this thing rocking, man, because Kid, I see drop, but hopefully can we get Kid back? Because I wanted to get him in on the first topic. Get Smitty Smith real quick at it, and then I'll just get up. Rolling.
All right, we got a $2 super chat from Smitty Smith. No more waiting till Orbit Series X. Woo!
That's true.
That is true. So look, next gen has arrived. Both consoles, they're here. You know what I'm saying? The long wait is over. Get Super Gay.
We got a new member in the round. We have from Super Gav 87. Definitely put those logos in that chat, man. Put those logos in that chat. Welcome.
Yeah, put the horns. Welcome your brother. Let me get King.
We got a $5.
Oh, you got it. You want it.
We got a $5 super chat from King. Dervi, I believe. Doovie? Mm-hmm. Like, I need answers. Both Rocket League and Warzone COD are both running at 120 frames on the Series X and 60 frames on the PS5. We'll get to that.
I already see what's going on. So, Kiss Move, are you back, sir? Just want to make sure because I want to set it off with you. I know your time's limited.
Yeah, I'm back, and I went entered my job, and the Wi-Fi kicked in and knocked me out.
No doubt. Shout out to the job Wi-Fi. Salute. Be careful. Game with Flames. Shout out to HUD05. Happy for the people who was able to get the Series X and PS5. Even happier. I was waiting for the bugs to get ironed out. Stick with my 1X for now. And you want to get Pixel Bit $5. Oh, thank you, brother. Happy birthday, Cog. Welcome back, King. Big up to the additions to today's panel. Welcome to the next gen. Let's go. Who did that for you? Okay.
We got a $10 super chat from Stitch. This is why I am here. Smoke, King. Like I told Cog, I hope kids are not asking for Santa for a PS5 because that's how long it took. That's how long they finding Santa ain't real.
Savage. Oh, let me get boom. Happy birthday, Cog. Welcome back, King. Glad you are well. Welcome. Pocket watching. PlayStation 5's breaking down. Yo, y'all messy today. Shout out to Boom.
That's right, Boom. We know what it is.
Oh my God. Here we go.
Can we really say they're wrong though?
Moving along. Say they're wrong. Listen, I got Brad. We're about to get the smoke on right now.
I don't know why you keep dragging.
I got Brad. We good. Right? We good. We good.
His PC mouse and it was like, I
don't know. We are good. Anyway, Lord Kiss Move, man. Next gen is upon us, man. So I just wanted to set it off with you. I know your time's limited, but just your experience securing it. How was that? And then, I know you did an unboxing, you know what I'm saying, or whatever. So both consoles are here. How was this week? Give me your experiences, man.
Bro, once again, it's been overwhelming. I'll tell you about my pre-order process really quick. Yeah. Obviously, I was unable to secure a PlayStation 5 pre-order because we know how that went down. It happened while I was at work. Mm-hmm. And when I rushed into GameStop, I already seen, like, when I looked at the line at GameStop, I'm like, yeah, I ain't making it. Mm-hmm. So, obviously, Xbox came through. I was able to secure mine from Microsoft.com, soon as, 11 o'clock hit. And then I ran over to GameStop in my town to secure the Series S. So I was able to successfully secure both Xboxes the day they pre-ordered.
Nice.
Shout out to Lord Blandrew. He came through. He had he's not really messing with PlayStation like that. So he pre-ordered one and he sold it to me at market. I didn't overpay for it.
Shout out to Blandrew. Switch Gang in the house. That's what's up. Coming in hot.
So he sent that over to me. It got to me day one, but I had to do small talk with the UPS guy so that he can give it to me.
Small talk?
Because he felt he needed to put the all the packages, right, on top of my PlayStation box in their respectful boxes first, instead of just looking down and seeing my name and giving it to me. So he wanted to engage in small talk. So I'm like, yo, bro, I was like, I'm not in the mood, but if this is what I gotta do to get there for you to.
Oh God!
I'm not in the mood.
Where is this conversation going? Time.
He said time. Listen, you gotta do what you gotta do for the console, man. Small talk.
So I got that, but like I would just say, like, obviously when the Xbox came through and opening the box for the first time, it was just a certain feeling that ran through my nerves. And I'm like, yo, this is it. And then opening the box and seeing the way that it's like looking at you, pick me up.
It's kind of fire. That Power Your Dreams packaging premium.
Yeah.
Yep, I feel you.
Right. And picking it up and looking at it, and the crazy thing is, all these unboxing videos we've seen and preview coverage, it still to me was smaller than I anticipated.
Right.
Yep.
Yes.
It feels it's like I sit on my desk, I just stare at it.
The monolith.
Yeah, it's cool. And then the Series S, like it's a little cute console, man. I played on it a little bit. I bent the knee on that expansions.
You did it. You did it. Oh,
You know,
I got 4 of them.
Oh my God, kid.
It's worse than it sounds. What he did is he traded his Xbox One X for it.
Oh my God! You traded the console for Jesus.
Yeah, bro. I want it. So somebody was supposed to buy my One X, right? They fell through, and I walked into GameStop, and I'm like, and I'm looking at, and the guy, the GameStop, tell you what, this is what the clerk said. He was like, well, you got the One X.
Yeah.
He said, you got the Series X. You got the Series S. I mean, do you really need your One X?
Well, he is right about yeah. I understand that. Yeah.
I was like, do you want to buy it from me? And he was like, no, I'm just saying, I got this one last expansion pass. You know what I mean? He said you could trade it. And I'm like,
yeah, they gave you $200. It was a good deal. That's a hell of a good deal.
And I got it, and I'm like, bro, the size difference between a One X and this little SSD, I was like, I couldn't believe I traded my Xbox One X for an SSD. Like,
wow. That puts it in perspective. That is interesting. You're right.
It's crazy, dude. So, and of course, GameStop, they sent me a wrong controller. I ordered a white one. They sent me an additional black one, which is fine. I just bought it to GameStop and exchanged it for that Sonic Blue one, that Shock Blue.
Yeah. That's nice. That's nice.
Look,
Let's get the super chat that we're asking your PlayStation, Joe. Yeah.
So we got a $10 super chat from Italian Clowns, our very own on the podcast.
Man, thank you.
Happy birthday, Cog. All hail the king. Sony was not ready for next gen. $1 Game Pass wants a working system with no database. Rebuilding, never bet against king. You know what's funny is I couldn't get the I didn't know that you had to manually upload certain saves onto the platform because I wanted to keep my persona. So I literally subscribed to PlayStation Now thinking I was good. You know what I'm saying? And then Lord Cognito calls me. He's like, well, how do I get that? I was like, I think you have to do it manually.
Yeah. Hey, I learned a painful lesson. We'll get into that. Let's get Gamers Play Zero. Happy born day. Thank you, brother. He's like, keep it gaming. Super Gav. Thank you, man. He said, happy born day. You know what I'm saying? And he said, oh my God, Crack 65. That is all. Hashtag these. Y'all messy. You want to get Dano, sir?
Yeah, we got a $5 super chat from Dano. Glad to see you feeling better, King. Added great job of enduring the wait outside for the X.
Oh yeah,
Cognito from a fellow Warlock. Happy birthday!
Woo, we waiting on that trade. I'm trying to put the paperwork through.
No, it's okay.
He's in gaming. What's up, AIDS? I'm trying to put the paperwork through. You muted. AIDS muted.
I put Destiny 2 in. I installed it. I started playing it the other day. Now, first of all, we don't need to get into it right now, but why the hell when I start Destiny 2 now am I playing Destiny 1 from 2013?
Listen, man, we giving you the nostalgia. Stop complaining.
You know what's crazy? Just to throw this out there, they low-key gave us a strike from D1 and just name the character.
Listen, you can't complain. Free 99 in Game Pass. I won't hit.
We'll get to it though.
We'll get to it. Shout out. You want to get G-Mark? I can't pronounce it like Saul so smooth. G-Mark Louis?
Person that Saul usually pronounces was like Luis or I don't
Yes.
know, man. I apologize. You're going to have to just get over that. Next week, Saul got your back.
That's right.
XX was in checkout and still couldn't get it.
Yeah.
And the X item.
Yeah. And shout out to Hot Boy. I can't. Hot Boy D. Wow. $3 super chat. Hashtag Kids Move 2024. So, kid, finish up. PlayStation experience also. I want to know how that went.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So PlayStation, like I said, that was even bigger than what I anticipated. Me and Attic was having this conversation in the DMs, like when it was like I think those leak photos came out, and I was like, Attic, that's not real. And he was like, no, I think it's real.
He fought me over that.
I fought him over that, and I'm like, oh yeah, he was absent. That is actually that big. The first thing my wife said, she's like, what is that? She's like, that doesn't look good on your desk. It's so ugly. She was like, she was like, is it like it must be powerful for it to be that big? And I'm like, well, I was like, well, babe, you see this little small black box here?
Yeah. Yo, Smooth, they said if there's any way you can turn up or get it closer, they dying to hear this. They said you said you're coming in a little low.
Your mic is low.
Right.
Yeah,
My
I don't
bad,
know.
my bad.
I know you're in a probably remote situation, but if you can,
let me know if I'm better because I'm trying to figure out.
I mean, if not, look, it is what it is. We know you're working remote, bro. We know. Just keep
But
talking.
you guys hear me? You guys hear me clear though?
I hear you fine.
You are a little louder now. You are
a little louder. Keep talking.
Cool.
Yeah, you're good.
All right. So my wife thought the PlayStation was ugly. It does take up a lot of real estate on my desk, like to the point where I'm trying to adjust it so it won't get in the way of like the monitor and stuff like that. But overall, I mean, knocking on wood, I am not having any technical issues. It's running fine, quiet.
Nice.
I've played Spider-Man and Astrobot. I mean, Astrobot's cool. It's like the killer app for the controller.
Yes.
And Spider-Man, I mean, I tried I booted up the game in fidelity mode. Looks cool, but it's overrated. So I went into performance mode, and I'm much more comfortable with the feel of that.
Yes.
But overall, it's been fine. I mean, the UI is cool. It's clean and sleek. I like the things that they did with it. However, there's some things that they changed where I feel like I'm working harder to get to certain things that I expected to get to from the PS4. So I just assumed it would be like something similar. It just looks different. Right. But it wasn't. Like your friends aren't front and center. And I had to find where to go to see my friends and stuff like that. I don't notice when I get a trophy. I have to look on the screen because the sound isn't. Hopefully you can edit that.
Right.
But overall, it's cool. I like the controller. It's comfortable. I'm enjoying Spider-Man. I only have I think 3 games downloaded. No, 4 games. I downloaded Days Gone. I tried that, and
bro, that's 60. That's 60, bro.
It's hitting different, bro.
Facts. It hit different.
So I'm definitely going to finish that game sometime within the next 3 months. And so, but Days Gone, Astrobot, Spider-Man, and I'm pretty sure I installed Buzzsnacks. I just might uninstall it because I don't see myself playing.
Can I ask you guys a question real quick? I just saw Christopher Hart. Shout out to him in the chat. He said, I quote, let me get up there, get his exact wording, because you know how Christopher Hart is. He said, I'm too busy enjoying my PlayStation. That wasn't what he said. He said, let me say this. The PS5 is not as big as I thought for what people were saying. How big do people it's huge. If you thought it was bigger, what? Oh my God! Was it like the size of the Empire State Building to some of you?
Yeah, listen, man. For the man, he just thought it wasn't that big. I guess.
Listen, he's an apologist. Leave him.
No, it's big.
It is the biggest, goofiest console that's ever been made.
It's big. Yo, I don't even like the way it looks on my entertainment stand. I would say that on
right now.
Yeah,
I put it on his side. My boy called me on the phone and said, "Is it supposed to lay down like that?" He called me on the phone and said, "Is it supposed to lay down like that?" This man hasn't called me in years.
My friend John, shout out to John on Xbox Live. He was, I was showing him pictures of it sitting in place. He's like, is it supposed to sit sideways like that? And I was like, John, look how big it is. There's not much options you have.
Ridiculous.
It's big. Let's be real. This joke was big. This thing looks like a giant burrito. I mean, it's big.
It's big. It's definitely big. We'll get that. And the last question for Kid, because I know again his time is limited, so I'm trying to get the most out of him. Gotta ask the magical question. Oh yeah, pause. Vertical or horizontal life for both?
Both vertical.
Okay.
Go vertical, yeah.
All right, I respect that.
That's the only answer.
I knew I was gonna pause. I knew AZ was gonna chirp in.
I got this to say though for Xbox, like everybody on the Xbox side, right? Because I already took the L on PlayStation. I knew I took the L on PlayStation when I didn't upload any like of my like saves.
Yeah, I was me and you in the boat, bro. L.
Yeah, L. It's like whatever.
And let's just point out how easy that is on Xbox, but we're not going to go into that.
Stop.
Just turn on your Xbox. There we go. but how the all right? Just a couple of things on the Xbox side. And King, because you said you got both the consoles and you got those expansion passes, right?
Yep.
Personally, I haven't installed not one game on the Series S. I've been installing every game to the expansion pass, so that when I'm switching between, I'm just
you're just moving back and forth, right? Okay.
Yeah, and it's dude. I tried that like because when I started, I streamed from the Series S. I'm like, you know what? Let me take a couple games over there right quick and let me see how this game works, right? And so because the Series S, has that 360 like some odd gigs, but
Yeah.
I'm not even going to ever like even touch those gigs. That expansion pass is clutch, and moving games from like to that expansion pass into your internal. I did a video of me moving a bunch of games, and like the video was like less than 2 minutes.
Wow. Yeah. Speed of the console.
It's very, very, very fast.
Yeah, very fast. Let me get the Black Prodigy file super chat. Thank you, brother. Beta Station 5.
Oh my God, man, they stacked up.
Yeah, they stacked up. Except external storage, bozo. Jesus, Prodigy. Get the Wazone gamer, man. Saw my boys playing Astrobot, and I could feel my diabetes getting worse. Gonna play it when I get home, despite the insulin injections I'm gonna need, bro. We salute you for being. We know what you're going through, Wazone gamer. Appreciate it. And I gotta get Josette, and then I'll give it next one at it. Josette Rivera, Lady Boom, salute with the $20 super chat. Happy birthday, Cognito, fellow Scorpio. May you have many more. Glad you're doing well, King. Have a great day.
Thank you.
All regards, Miss Boom. Salute. Thank you,
Yes.
Lady Josette. An amazing.
Huge supporter.
You want to get Jean-Marc Louis?
Jean-Marc Louis.
That's how Saab do
We
it.
got a
Saab do it so
$2
smooth.
super Jean-Marc Louis. PlayStation 5 is literally the elephant in the room. I like
Jesus, anyway, no doubt. So that's pretty much it. Kato, any other observations for your whole launch thing in general? Your impressions in general? You're pretty much good.
No, I'm pretty much good. Also just a reminder for those, because a lot of us already came from like the Xbox One X and S, and we probably had external hard drives plugged in. When you do, the mistake I made was I assumed that moving all my games to this external hard drive and then plugging it into my Series X, it would just like update it to the proper one.
Right.
What happens is you just get prompted that an upgrade is available, and then it will install the proper one to your hard drive.
Yes.
So when you have these hard drives plugged in, once you upgrade all those games, delete the original ones because you're not going to need them, and it may cause confusion to the Xbox trying when because Watch Dogs kept prompting me to update several times, even though I already had it updated, but I still had one sitting on my external plugged in. So just delete any game that has an upgrade. Just delete the original source one on your external or whatever, and you should be good. But overall, no, it's been smooth sailing, bro.
No doubt. That's what's up, man. Shout out to Eagles fan 76 files super chat. Today I opened a package that was a treasure chest and saw the quality and care put into everything. The meal was well cooked and the recipe tasted great. All right.
He definitely wasn't talking about the PlayStation.
Oh my God, y'all messing. Moving on.
Just thrown together. That's a McDonald's Happy Meal.
Hold on, let's talk to some greatness in here. What's up, Brad? You got now. You was able to secure both, right?
Yeah, I got both.
All right, cool. So let's talk
Hold
about
up.
it. Oh, brother, here we go.
Now, Brad, explain to me how you got both when you've been on a rant for like it feels like decades now that you weren't getting an Xbox day one.
Yeah,
the stage is yours.
Oh my God, this is what this is.
I mean, I just went out and got one.
Oh, so,
what do you want me to say? I mean, I just went out.
We just gotta go with that. All right, that's cool, man. That's fine.
I mean,
that's fine.
Anyway.
Just went out and got one.
Listen, Phil Dominus Maximus Aurelius Spencer makes everyone bend the knees. Shout out to
Well,
Todd Howard.
You definitely bent the knee, Brad. We can't act like you did.
Let me just share the story though. We had Lord King on Brap when the whole Bethesda announcement had happened. I shared the story with you, Cog. And,
yes.
King had a way of just, I don't know, it's just very persuasive. He said to me, after we went off air, King, I think, took off his shades.
Yes.
Looked at me in the camera and said, Brad, isn't your kid worth that $35 a month for the Xbox?
I remember this.
And I was like, how do you what can I say? I mean, you can't. I'm not gonna say no.
Yeah, that's real. That's real. No, respect, man. You got
King,
both.
you made Brat bend the knee. How you feel?
No, it wasn't even about that. It's about having real conversations in the background, behind the hype and bull. Real conversations is this. All right, I can hear if you say that's not your cup of tea and that's not something that you game on. He games on PC, right? But literally his son wanted X or wanted
they wanted
a console. They wanted it, right? So if you break it down, the pennies on the dollar to get his son that plus all those games in Game Pass, which on November 10th exponentially grew in value once they put EA Game Pass in there.
Yeah.
He saved way more money by spending the $35 a month. His son is super happy. He has all these games, and I'm pretty sure that he doesn't have to worry about buying games for the next 4 years.
Yeah, no, it's funny you mentioned that, King, because one of the things they were worried about, like, well, what about the games that we downloaded? Are they gone? Like, nope, they're not gone. You have them still. Yeah. So you see their faces light up. They're like, oh, that's great. But actually, what I ended up doing was trading in.
What'd you do?
I traded in. I went to GameStop, traded in my One X, got that $200 trade-in value.
Beautiful trade.
Trading my games for both consoles. I paid $526 for both consoles with trading.
Oh, dude, that's impressive. You came off
with the warranties, by the way.
Wow.
You gotta get the warranties.
You got the 2 years, right?
Yeah, 2 years. Gotta go.
Yes.
You gotta get the warranty.
Facts.
These consoles are gonna have issues at launch.
Boom.
We're seeing it.
Brap. They were killing me when I did that. I remember I put my receipt. They were like, "You bought a warranty from?" I'm like, "Yes." With these consoles, I don't know what's going on. Continue.
You have to. I mean, we're seeing issues on the PlayStation 5. We're seeing issues on the Xbox Series X. I mean, there's going to be launch day issues. It's going to happen. It happens every launch. But so no, I got both at launch. I will say this: the Xbox Series X, in my opinion, you have to stand it vertical. To me, that's how it looks best.
I wish I could do that. Continue.
Got to.
Yeah, you have to do.
We
have a
Dan
whole
so much he rearranged his game room so he could stand it vertical.
Listen, you can't take what Ainsley is saying. Ainsley has a whole house downstairs.
Dude, Ainsley. That's what I'm saying. Like Ainsley has a gym.
It
is
like
a
5
section.
game rooms.
His gaming area is literally people's houses. So do not think what Ainsley is saying
exactly.
is
He's an outlier. Please.
hey, you got it. Where's the champagne room, man?
You don't worry about that. You'll get invited one day. But the point is, you got to do what you got to do to make it work. Vertical is the only option.
I see that cyberpunk chair is looking real nice too. But continue.
Yeah.
You heard what they said about the cyberpunk? The good guys with the cyberpunk shit.
Don't pay him no mind with the $700 cyberpunk chair. Cost more than people PlayStation.
We pocket watching Ace, man.
That's funny.
No, but you know why I can say that? Because I went to go get that cyberpunk chair. I was like, oh, Ains did the unboxing. He was talking about, the wood grain and it's beautiful with the leathery grain and it's breathable. And I was like, let me get this. I said, get the hell out of here. I said, that's statue money. That's a whole statue.
That's funny.
So go ahead, bro. Like you were saying, just like the experience of both, boxing, the whole bit. Keep on, man. How's your experience of both?
So I know we talked about. I think Kid brought up the boxes. Yeah, I mean, definitely the boxing is a little more heavy duty, I guess, for the Xbox. Yeah. Where I was
let's use the words premium and not use heavy duty.
Like, it's funny. When the guy gave me the PlayStation 5, and I'm like, wait a minute, this box is a little flimsy.
Bro.
And I'm like, is this gonna hold? I was holding it with one hand at the bottom.
Yeah. One
hand at the top. Because
let me ask you this, Brad. Like, not to cut you. Now you got yours from GameStop?
GameStop, yeah.
Yo, how they gonna do you? Did they give you a bag? I was gonna ask you this.
No, they couldn't. The guy's like, the bag won't fit over the PlayStation 5.
They give you the
what's funny?
Facts. Continue. Go.
You know what's funny? When I picked up the Series X, because ours was in black bags, because Xbox Series X can fit in bags, but we ain't gonna go into that. But so when I got that, I picked it up. I was like, "Yo, this could be a workout. This thing is heavy."
Yeah, you know what's funny? That you say that, Attic. When I picked up the box, the guy gave me the Series X. I wasn't expecting it to be that heavy. Yeah, but it was. I was like, "Oh, this is a little heavy."
It's definitely heavier than the PlayStation 5.
Yeah.
Quality has weight in it.
Yeah,
ridiculous. Continue.
But I'll tell you. So the one thing that with the Series X that really impressed me was how easy it was set up the console using that app.
Yeah.
I'm like, what?
Yeah, big time.
Like, this is great. Like, this is like, just pull up my Xbox app, select everything. I'm good. Everything just, it synced all my data, all my information, all my saves. So seamless. It was amazing. And then, the first game I played on the Series X was the Assassin's Creed Valhalla. And the first thing I mean those was the higher frames. I mean, that's, it
feels nice to play a console and actually feel that. Because like I was ignorant before I went to PC, but I'm no longer ignorant. I can tell the difference.
We joined Brap with that.
Well, I mean, and it's great. It's funny. Like we had we did a Brap yesterday with Erica. Erica's for the win, and Erica was like, because I was like, I don't feel like Series X is like the launch of the Series is really a next gen launch per se. But she's like, yeah, Brap, you're also taking it from the perspective that you've had those experiences with higher frames. I'm like, and that was a great point. I'm like, if I remove my experience in gaming, like absolutely, like. I've had that 60, 120, 144 frames per second type gaming experience.
You had that SSD stuff too.
Yeah, and I had the SSD, and I think for a lot of people when they fire up the Series X, they play Valhalla, they're going to be like, wow, like this is incredible. Like,
absolutely,
it's so noticeable.
Yes,
and I'm just like, this is great. A lot of people are going to enjoy that. I think on the Series X. My only gripe is that we don't have that. Like marquee first party launch title that just like wows you.
Right.
I don't think we have that from either one of them.
I don't think
we're gonna get to it. Let's again. This is gonna be just the kind of the impressions and the setup. We'll deep dive with the games. We'll get into it. But overall impressions continue on with.
But overall, I mean the UI, it's very familiar. It's funny as we were talking more about the UIs on Brap yesterday, and I was thinking about like I like that PlayStation 5 upgraded the UI, but then there's some quality of life things that are missing from the PlayStation 5 UI. Like there's like to get your friends list just seems a little too cumbersome. It's like, like what? Why did they change that?
I know.
Like,
I missed the old bar too. Yeah.
Yeah. So like, and my dynamic themes. Like I heard you talking about this, Cog. I had Aerith's theme song on my PlayStation 4 for every time I fired it up. You hear Aerith's theme song kick in, and that's one of my favorite songs from any game on Final Fantasy VII. By the way, let me tell you something, Ainge. Don't let anyone tell you Final Fantasy VI is not a good game. It's one of the best Final Fantasy games.
Please don't start him up.
And let me tell you something. Kefka is one of the best villains.
There you go.
Yes.
No one has ever said that it wasn't a good game. So you can pop your fraud somebody.
Everyone's Sephiroth.
Nah. Here we go, Brad. You really doing this, Brad? You really?
I'm sorry that we're comparing gold bars and which one shines the most.
Continue minus the Final Fantasy beef that me and A's will never stop arguing about.
Even Dizzy's in the chat too. Kefka the goat.
Oh
right.
God.
Yeah, he's the goat. Yeah,
these heretics. Continue.
But so there's definitely some quality of life things that are missing from the PlayStation UI. Don't get me wrong, like it looks like a premium, like you fire it up and Forte says it's like you see the rays coming down the UI, it's like God shining down. That looks
greatness was rated down on you?
Greatness was rated
that 4K HDR?
It looks great, but there are some quality of life things that Sony definitely needs to improve.
I feel you.
Which I, coming from the PlayStation 4 to this, I'm like, I like the UI, but like I'm missing those quality of life things. Like there's
got other things on deck that they're worrying about as far as just working. So I think those quality of life things need to take a back burner right now. They just need to get the games to work. Let's get them to work first.
But I'll also say this with the controllers for each console. I got that blue controller. I forget what it's called for the Series X.
Crypt Blue.
Crypt Blue. Crypt Blue. That's hilarious.
I was mad that they didn't have a blood red though.
I'm like, the Lords do not support activity.
No. Okay, listen to what I'm saying. Like usually games have with time, whatever they do. Anyway, they always have like a Republican and a Democrat, right? You always have the blue and the red. And I'm just like, wow, you didn't even give me the option of having a red. So I saw a red controller that was there, right? And I was about to grab it, right? I was like, ooh, I'm about to go grab the red one, but it was the old school one. I was like,
you mean this one?
Let me see it. Let me see it.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's the old
one. Yeah. I saw it, and I was
but I like the improvements to the D-pad on the Xbox controller.
Yes.
I think that's I know some people complain about how loud the
they
D-pad
even put
click.
They even put that that texture pattern on the bumpers now. Right. So
Yeah.
It feels like I can't go back to the old Xbox controllers. Like my brother has the one that they made last right before they went to the Series X, but even that one feels weird now.
No doubt. Continue.
Yeah, and I do feel like maybe the controller feels a little bit smaller in my hands.
Yes,
I don't know if you guys
say that. Yeah.
It is,
and so I mean, like that's not a bad thing per se. But like Addict said, the textures on the trigger buttons are great. I love that.
No doubt.
It's just solid control. I mean, the going into this generation, I thought the Xbox controllers were probably the best out there. But that my mind may have changed with the PlayStation 5 DualSense now, because that DualSense controller, I feel like they took the best of what the DualShock 4 did, what the Xbox controllers did, kind of merged them together. The thumbsticks feel a little bit tighter.
Yes.
On the DualSense, and then that haptic feedback. I mean, when you're playing, I think Kid said this, when you're playing Miles Morales, you could feel the tension.
Yes.
When you're on the webs, you could feel the weight of the guys when you pick them up. And you pick them up, you wrap them up in that cocoon web, and beat them up, leave them hanging there. You could feel the weight of those guys on the controller.
Yeah,
it's sick, man.
Is it like that's cool? And I do think that DualSense is probably like the next evolution in terms of features on a controller. But when I hear all that, I'm like, that's just plenty of stuff to mess up on the controller. Like I think when I'm like playing like Destiny or something, obviously I don't play Destiny on PlayStation, but like when I go to shoot, I panic shoot sometimes in trials, and like it's not going to stop me from using that gun. Like,
every
and
time
I feel like I'm going to break the controller because I'm going to force it down. Like,
every time I hear somebody talk all that crap about the controller, how I feel the tension and the wind, I said, I say, I guess they don't have a Switch.
The Switch does not do that, sir.
Yes, it does.
Not to that level, sir.
Not
to Astrobot level.
Nowhere near that. Nowhere near that.
Well, I'm sorry. I was feeling the ice cubes, and I was feeling all that, and I was doing and I was feeling the shaking and all. That's old. So they
the tension isn't there like it is on the Switch.
They made the technology better.
Okay, it's funny. It's funny you mentioned that, King, because B Money said this on Brap when a while back when the Switch launch. He said, watch people like Nintendo's always go back to the N64, right? With the N64 controller. They're always like kind of leading the charge with things like that, innovations in controller. And Sony, to what King said, to the extent they actually did improve upon what the Switch did, but the Switch doesn't have that kind of tension.
No, it's not. What they did was they looked at the technology and they expanded on it, like Sony.
Well, that's
does.
all PlayStation knows how to do.
That's what they do. They copy and paste, and they did it better. But Nintendo has always analogs, from digital pads, from analog to everything. They are the innovators and they are the beginners. So, yeah, of course, everybody's going to keep acting like, oh my God, I've never felt this before. Then you never brought a Switch. Or you did buy a Switch, you brought a standstill. So, and it didn't have those features.
I'll say this: the level of tension though that you feel on the DualSense, you don't feel that on the Switch. I have the Switch, and you don't feel that. It's on another level.
Like, the first time you took the Switch, and remember when he did the ice cubes, and see, I brought all those games.
Yeah.
I brought every last one of those games for the Switch that made you feel that wiggle and all that stuff. That's why I was really pissed off when they made a standstill. So when it was one game that you had to play, and it's the tension that you feel like I couldn't push the controller together. For some reason, they wouldn't go together, and I felt the tension in between. I said, "This is magnificent. These dudes is on to something in such a little form factor." So I'm not going to take away their credit for what they did. These dudes made haptic and feedback controllers, and the tension is good. The showcase game is the Astrobot. It is true.
We'll get to it.
It is the best thing on the console is the controller.
I will say this, just minor complaint, and I think I heard Ain say this on his show yesterday. I wish the thumbsticks on the DualSense were a little more, I guess, textured. Had a little more grip to it. But that's probably my only minor complaint.
No doubt.
Other than that, it's, to me, best controller right now.
No doubt. Before I get in, let me get these super chats. Shout out. Oh man, we had the Wise Old Game, and we missed a lot at it. We got to go back up. I was up to Wise Old Game, and then it bumped me crazy. Okay, I think here we go. I used to do it. Wow. I used to do it horizontally in the family room, but after my wife got pregnant a second time,
Oh my
after
God.
the HOA complaining, I had to do it vertically. Thank you for sharing, sir.
What?
Wow.
Yeah. Jan the Man Cunningham, $5 super chat. Happy birthday, Carl. Thank you. People saying you spent $500 to play Tetris? You're damn right. Better than bug snacks on a bad day. Hashtag old school gameplay. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Then we got Eagles fan 76.
Ew, you said Tetris.
I'm gonna say, then you didn't touch that Tetris.
Yeah, I heard it's
No,
fire.
you know damn well I didn't.
And me and you're gonna have a game night that you're gonna touch it.
No,
and
we're
you're
not.
gonna
No, we're not. No, we're not.
Listen, if you get to have me play a whole bunch of crap, you're playing
what?
Tetris. I don't know.
What have I made you play?
Anything.
Time.
I
Eagles
haven't
fan
asked you to
76,
play
$5
anything.
super chat. Thursday, oh boy, I should have known from the package. The meal had rules. The appetizer controller was great. The main course need to go back in the oven. Okay. And then, shout out to Dan Rodriguez, a seasoned gaming file super chat. Just here to make my monthly transfer of funds from the SG account to the loans. Also, Ains Game Room has a game room. Happy birthday. You
So, man,
already
he's getting
know.
his account credentials revoked.
Salute. You know what I'm saying? Then the Wise Old Gamer to that super chat. Sony had TCL box the PS5, okay? Or Gerald Mack, $5 super chat. Shout out to the IOP. Happy birthday, Carl. Good to see you. Thank you, brother. King, awesome panel. And I believe, Attica, we caught up. I think Michael Best-Eye, he's got that one? Oh, he's in the bushes. Attic's in the bushes somewhere. Okay, so I got it. Michael, a.k.a. Best-Eye. Crip Blue all day. Stop promoting that, sir. G-Mark Louis, $5 super chat. I look at my 1X like it cheated on me because of its low times. Can't wait for my Series X. Eagles fan 76 again, $5 super chat. My God, the LG CX this week finally got that to work on Spider-Man, Gears 5, Ori at 6K super sampling. And if you don't have CX, you can't explain what you see. Talk that talk, Eagles fan.
I'm back. We got a $2 super chat from Cat Daddy. DualSense is the worst control I've ever used.
No, he said best. That's not what he said. Shout out to Cat Daddy. He said the best controller. We being very
I'm joking with you, Cat Daddy.
And then
funny.
we got, let's see, my man Smitty Smith. $5 super chat. Smitty Smith. DualSense is cool, but the adaptive controller is the best. Where everyone can play. Hashtag the Book of X. Y'all going in.
This is true.
And then let's see. Hustle and Motivate. Yeah, that's for you, Attic. That's Hustle and Motivate's for you.
Got a $2 super chat from Hustle and Motivate. I can't even do it. Okay, tell Addict to play Tetris Effect. I'm not playing Tetris Effect. It's not
So we're
happening.
gonna put a tier up that we're
No,
Yeah, you guys
I
can
won't
do that.
play it. I won't play it.
Listen, he want me to play that Fallout, guys, and he's not playing.
No, and you're supposed to still play that because the likes of the podcast made you play that, not me.
Listen.
Stop acting like I'm holding a gun to your head and telling you play Fallout, guys. That's not how it went.
Listen, I'll do whatever. It doesn't matter. You know, I'm not gonna limit myself from gaming. I don't know why you're afraid of Tetris. Who beat you with blocks? Who beat you with blocks?
There's been plenty of people to
Beat you with blocks. I'm done.
There's been plenty of people to beat me with blocks. But that has nothing to do with Tetris.
Anyway, moving on. Shout out to
Man,
DD
got a
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're gonna go time on this. Let's
Yeah,
keep
Tom.
going.
Yes, DT Taylor Foster with November 15th. Happy birthday to you. Oh, you already know November 16th. Happy birthday. Oh, happy future birthday, brother. Salute.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So look, Ains, man, let's get right into it, man. Again, not the games just yet. Just your impressions.
Yeah.
Console, the whole bit, man. Both consoles. Next gen launch.
Yeah, so I just mentioned this on Twitter, but I'm known as like the gaming guy for family, friends, everyone local, right? So I got 5 Series X's and I got 4 PS5s. And just kind of helped a whole bunch of people out, getting consoles. So got them both at launch. Me and Dan were like a local exchange, man. We had consoles all over the place.
Nice.
You guys covered most of it, man. The Series X, premium packaging, premium experience. I love the console in person. It's smaller than I thought it was going to be.
Yes.
Yep.
It just looks like I made room ahead of time. You know how I do. So I had room ahead of time for both consoles. I left plenty of room for the PS5, knowing what was coming.
No doubt.
And they're standing next to each other. And damn.
He the only one that can say that he made expansion. He told him, listen, I don't want y'all to tear down that wall. get ready for the PlayStation and for the Xbox to show, and I want them to sit vertical next to each other.
It's true.
How many inches, Ains? Just 6 inches apart.
You know, it'd be funny. All these workers do all this work, and like it's finally done. Sweat pouring down. He could breathe, and he just puts them side by side. And they're like, "You made us do all this work."
The life. That's the Ains.
It's the life of Ains, man.
No. Come on now.
Campaign room to a Xbox Series X room.
Let's continue our pocket watching. Let's go.
Right.
Okay, when it's as long as it's not us, we could pocket watch.
Exactly.
Right? We're the controller and the emote, not anyone else.
Continue.
The PS5 is big, man. It's just obnoxiously big. Every time I walk over to it, it looks at me like it's gonna take my lunch money. I get kind of worried. But you know, they're sitting there. Who cares? But the Series X is beautiful, in my opinion. Anyway, it just fits with an entertainment center. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Setup easy on both. You know, someone mentioned, I don't know who mentioned the controller on the Xbox. I'm actually surprised at how different it feels.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, it looks the same. Everyone thought it was just kind of an iteration, which it is. But man, it feels so much nicer for whatever reason in your hands. Mm-hmm. Really, really like it.
See, what people don't realize is that controller for the Xbox has been changed probably 10 times since the Xbox One first came out.
Yep.
Like, I dare anyone that says that the Xbox controller is the exact same controller, go get the original controller, like with the original Xbox Day One, and compare it to the Series X, and you'll be like, this is not the same controller.
Nowhere close.
Yeah, they're iterative, right?
Mm-hmm.
DualSense, I'm kind of weird on the DualSense, man. So I get some of what Brap's saying. My thing is, like, they finally made it for an adult. PlayStation controllers always felt small and kind of just, I never liked them, ever.
Right.
DualSense is finally a better size. It fits your hands properly, which is nice. Really like that.
Nice weight to it.
It just feels good. I like the way the clear buttons are and everything. I know we'll get into more of the haptics and stuff, which are really, really impressive. Mm-hmm. And I like that about it. The thing that annoys me about it, though, and I ranted about this yesterday, is that they spent all this money and time and marketing on the new shape and the haptics and everything, but they left the triggers and the thumbsticks the same. And it drives me crazy. Like, those weren't good. Did you think they were good?
Oh my God.
No, but they're not. They're just not good.
Mm-hmm.
The feel of the thumbsticks are too slippery. They're not concave enough. Like, there's no competitive player that is using standard PlayStation thumbsticks. They're just not. They're either doing third-party controllers on the PS4, or they're putting something on their thumbsticks. And the triggers are just, I don't know, they're just flimsy to me. I wish they would have spent more time updating some of the other aspects of it. Other than that, I think it is the best PlayStation controller. It feels way, way better than the DualShock 4.
No doubt.
And I'm sitting here looking around the camera because I'm looking at.
You're looking right at them. I can tell. You're looking at the room across.
No, but setup was really good. You guys, you already joked about the packaging, man. You guys said it. You get the Series X, especially because it came out first.
Right.
So you got the Series X, and you went through all that, right? And it's gorgeous and it's presented like a Microsoft product, right? Yeah. You can tell Microsoft and where they've tried to go with the previous Apple kind of product presentation, right? That's where they went with it.
Right.
PlayStation went another direction. They just King said it, and I agree 100%. It's like, what $500 piece of hardware have you ever seen presented more cheaply? It's bizarre to me. I don't know what they were doing with it, and it doesn't matter, right? It doesn't affect playing the game or the console. It doesn't matter, but it's just weird.
Right.
They open a TCL up, and Sony was like, hold my beer. I got you.
Savage.
And I know Brad talked about the UI on the PS5, so it looks great. I'm one who likes the 4K UI. It needed a redesign, in my opinion. I never cared for the PS4 UI.
Really? Interesting.
No, it's simple and got you doing what you wanted to do quickly.
I call it the tiles of death. It's a line of nothingness.
Exactly. Yeah, it was all it was. If you really examine it, it was just the PS3 UI with visuals.
Yeah,
that's all it was. So the PS5, I like that they did the redesign. I like sharing and broadcasting from it's very fast. I'm doing a stream off it right now.
And that interface when it pulls up, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It gives you the options, a lot of options there. Continue.
Yeah, and you know, you hit the PlayStation button now and it pulls up the bottom. Oh, it's like the Xbox slide out, right?
Yeah.
It's got almost that little guide. So all of that is good. But I know Brap said it is there's weird things that are missing.
Yes.
There's quality of life stuff. Like I tried to get in a party with some friends the other night, and it took us like 5 minutes. I'm like, how the hell do I just get in a party with friends? It shouldn't be this difficult, right? Yeah. So stuff like that. I hope they iterate because, as you know, like they didn't iterate a whole lot on PS4, right? They added some features along the way, but nothing like what we saw with Xbox.
Right.
So I'm hoping that you know, in the near future here, they make some updates. But overall, I those are what I would consider minor complaints. I'm really, really happy with just having both consoles here. Yeah. I've had good experiences on both. I know we're going to get to the games and stuff. So yeah, man, I'm loving it. And
salute.
Yeah, nothing else.
Valid points, man. I hear you. Lord Clowns, I see you muted. You still there, sir? Clowns might be in the bushes.
Yep, I'm still here. No, I'm here.
No doubt.
Let's get the super chat.
Get the super chat. Yeah, get the super chat.
We got a $5 super chat from DT Taylor. I definitely probably butchered that. November 15th.
No, we got that. We got that. We got it. We got it.
Did we get the Elemental PO?
No, that's what we up to. Yeah.
We got a $5 super chat from Elemental PO. Had my S in the bedroom, so whisper quiet like my ex. Placed that hand near the fan and felt warmth. Silence is golden. Book of S. Oh my God. Let's start this. We got a $5 super chat from Philly Eagle. Salute, Lords. Real talk. Anthem still loads faster than Destiny.
Hey, watch your mouth. Continue.
I don't know. Have you played that on the Series X and the S, man? I don't think. It's loading stuff faster in the Anthem when they ain't nothing to do on Anthem.
You see a slam in the last word comments.
We got a $2 squirrely super chat. When you gotta treat the PS5 like it's my 600-pound life.
Savage. Wow. Oh, wow. Let me get this, man. Shout out to Jansen, homie. Shout out to Jansen. $15 super chat. Happy birthday, Cog. This 15 is for your birthday. Love conversation with you and Attic, I guess. King, hope you feel better. Salute, Jansen.
Thank you, brother.
You already know. Washington in the building. Salute. We all caught up. So, look, Clowns, man, I see you back, man. On both systems, again, not the games, just the impressions, your launch feel of the week. Because I believe you secured the digital, right? And as far as the PlayStation 5, you're the only person I know I think has a digital. And did you went X or S with the Xbox?
Well, you know, the whole baby story stole my pre-order for the X, but so I pre-ordered the S, but I did some people skills that exhausted me throughout the week with the GameStop manager, so I ended up getting the X anyway.
Sounds like Goomba business, but continue.
I'm offer he couldn't refuse, basically. You know, I
Clowns
every day.
Clowns,
man. Every day.
Don't leave no horse heads in people's beds, man. Come on.
No. You know, pizza moves. You know what I mean? Pizza moves people. You know what I mean? So
I feel it.
You got connections in the pizza business. You know people everywhere, and so I got So
popped
I didn't
them in the
even
mouth with a pepperoni.
Yeah, he got some pepperoni on that. I didn't even have to wait in line, to get my X. So I love my X because it's just a great experience overall. You know, from the launch, I walked into GameStop. He says, "Don't worry, we're switching your S for the X. We're just going to put the X aside. You don't need to camp out. You don't need to come early."
They are so kind to you, Clowns.
Wow, they had him come to the back door.
Yeah, he popped somebody in the mouth with a pepperoni.
Pizza does move. Continue.
It does. You got you must have that
magical. You must have that magic pizza, the one that Zeus made himself.
It's like the way King moves people, I move people. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Through kind words, kind words and emotions.
You doing some other kings. This is a different king that you talking about. I move people with my hands.
Continue with your.
I might use sign language here and there when I talk very emotionally, but you know.
Is your hand in this position? Continue.
Yeah, you know, you look at Joe Pesci, you know, like that. So so I got my X. I'm happy with it. I love it. It loads fast. Everything loads super fast. Even stuff off the USB drives are loading fast. A dude at EA, Jim Heigel, hooked me up with this new thing that he's developing. It's called the SSD Switchblade.
Nice.
And it's basically an NVMe on top of like a USB stick, and you plug it in.
Wow. Yep.
And I downloaded Destiny against all my goodwill.
Oh, good man, good man.
Yeah, Destiny 2, and it felt like I was loading it off the internal, man. It was so quick.
Crazy, right?
Yeah, and that's the power of the X, man, because you know the One X wouldn't have done that quick even for an NVMe on the side. But yeah, so everything, dude, everything on the Series X, this is the console that you need. You need this in your house. If you're a hardcore gamer and you love video games and you want to play, you know, everything from back compat to Game Pass to whatever comes out in the future, this Series X is where it's at. You can't even beat anything in the market for the price that they stack in the power of that thing. You know, not even a PC part. You're spending like $900 on a damn graphics card. I'm just spending $500 on a console.
Yeah. Even Spawnwave said he has no idea how they got that out for $500.
Yeah, just the components and stuff. But let me ask you this, because again, I'm glad Clowns is on, because you're the only person I know that has a PS5 digital. So I want to know, did you get a chance to really touch that a lot, and what's your experiences with that?
Well, I have a lot of bad experiences with the PS5 already.
What's going on?
See, the problem is I've seen all these bad experiences on Twitter from King and other people rebuilding databases, journalists, like some of the 10 journalistic units died because a rebuilding database is corrupted. So it's still in the box, but I have it.
Gotcha.
So, you know, 3,000, send it my way. You get that. You get the software. You're all good. I'm not going to take a risk on it right now until I know that it's actually going to work when I get it out of the box, because there's just too many issues. And I'm not trying to be facetious, Cog, but you know what I mean? There's just issues with it. So I just want to...
You know what's funny? When Kid Smooth was playing 2K on Xbox and it crashed that. Yeah. He was like, man, all this stuff happened on PlayStation. I'm scared. He refused to boot the game back up. He's like, I ain't taking that risk.
Yeah, I mean, look, I get it. I mean, I give you credit, Clowns. I mean, as far as showing discipline to not play, because I don't know if I can do that with a new console.
Trying to sell it.
Yeah, but you know, it is what it is. But overall, both experiences, I mean, well, your Series X experience has been solid.
Yeah, and you know, to get the PS5, I had no issues at all. Sony emailed me that pre-order email, said, you know, you game a lot on PlayStation, so you deserve this pre-order, basically. And I don't even know how they got that, because I'm in the top 1% on playing on Xbox. So where all my time is on Xbox.
Right. But
maybe somebody at Sony was like, oh, we'll just send them an email because we want them on PlayStation more. Still not going to happen, guys. I'm sorry. Xbox is the place to be.
Savage.
You give me $1 PS Now, maybe I might spend like 2% more of my time on there. But man, you can't beat that Xbox and that Game Pass and the quality. You know, King is out there cracking kneecaps and all, and people sending knees, and he's absolutely right, man. You cannot beat the power of Xbox.
What about the game, sir? We'll get into that. Y'all out of control. Anyway, moving on. Let's get out of get the super chat, then we'll get you in that kick.
What's the last one we read? Because you're reading them too.
I got it. So I got it's Anchor. Happy Born Day, thank you. King Chew Out Brat for consumer confusion. Oh my god, you're ridiculous. Wow. Shout out to Anchor for being massive. What else we got? Let me see. Squirrely Dan. Canadian $2 super chat. No pause with all this pepperoni in the mouth talk. What?
And I was waiting for somebody to yell out pause, because I'm like, yo, you popped them in the mouth for the pepperoni, and nobody said anything. It just kept going with it.
Jason, say something, brother. For our super chat, thank you. Cedric H. Wow, thank you, brother. $20 super chat. Happy birthday, Cog and King. Glad you're getting better. Definitely good to be
little
here.
by little.
And then Jansen actually says something with the $3 super chat. Why am I not a mod cog to disrespect? Yeah, because you too loose with the mouth, and we got to put you on timeout. So,
He asked that before.
Yeah. With two, you got to get in the behavior box first, and then we'll consider
Look, man, we got to go at least 2 months if I have to be like,
without you getting into any drama with people on Twitter, then you can think about getting him
Well,
on.
you don't have to make another account. Then we'll talk.
Thank you. You need peace from you, sir. J-Dubs and Shill, follow super chat. PS5 assembly required. Packaging may be used as toilet. Oh my God. GameStop better be ready for PS5 boxless trade-ins. Okay, J-Dubs. Did you win a PlayStation, sir? Did he win a PlayStation in the joint? But anyway, we will continue. Addict, man. Experiences, bro.
I'm obviously I only
Just
have
Series
the
X, right?
Xbox. And first off, let's talk about what I had to do to secure this thing. I had to. So, I planned on going out there waiting till like 3 a.m. till 10 or even 5.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm sitting there. I'm talking to Cognito, and I'm like, well, let me call GameStop real quick and see, because they won't tell you how many they have. You have to go up there after hours and look at the piece of paper on the front of it.
Mm-hmm.
So I call him. I'm like, man, just tell me. He's like, I can't tell you, man. I'm like, okay, tell me this. Should I come now? And he was like, well, let me see how many people's out there. I'm like, it's over. Like, I have to go see now because there's already 4 people lined up, and it's 8 o'clock the night before.
Mm-hmm.
He comes in, he's like, better leave right now. And I'm like, say less. Like,
He gave you
I got up there. Yeah, I got up there about 7:30, and then he ended up putting the piece of paper. There was 5, and ironically, I brought my brother. He was the 5th.
Mm-hmm.
So we sat up there from 7 p.m. to 10 a.m.
and text me the whole time.
He's bored out his mind.
So it wasn't a bad, because we actually, the other 3 people that was there, they were actually entertaining.
That's what's up.
So it was actually a decent time, but man, it felt like it was never ending. It really did. I got that.
Mm-hmm.
I got that console home, and I popped in State of Decay first.
Wow!
State of Decay 2 was the first game I tried, and
like for you, Addict, though. Question: what was it like when it was like 5 o'clock in the morning or 4 o'clock in the morning? What exactly were you doing? Were you like sleeping, standing? Like
I couldn't sleep. I can't sleep like in unknown places. Like it just like I can't shut down in those type of conditions. I was up the whole time.
Wow.
I was sitting there. I sat in my car for a minute, because we got to the point where anyone that showed up is like, "Yo, there's only 5. You leave or there's problems."
Wait, did y'all dump the line?
Yeah, we definitely did. Well, I mean, there's no more. There's no reason for them to stay there. So,
I get it.
Right.
So we get in the morning, and then I've never been more grateful for someone opening up GameStop in my life. They go through there, and I'm thinking, yo, they came early. They're about to let us grab and leave. Man, that chick closes the door right after she goes in there. I was man, it's 30 minutes. Just let us pop and leave. So we finally get in there, and I try State of Decay 2. And right there I could already tell a difference. Huge difference. It's like a completely different game. Then I think I even tried Forza Horizon, and I don't care about that game. I didn't even really tell a difference, to be honest with you, on the Forza Horizon one.
Right.
Then I tried Kingdom Hearts 3, and that was a difference. Like I enjoy what I've played on it now, because Microsoft and Bungie couldn't get that patch out day 1.
Right.
I haven't been playing it for the past couple days because I've been playing PC, trying to get my grind up on that light level.
I feel you.
But after this week of grinding for this raid ends, then I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna play Assassin's Creed. I'm gonna play all these other games, just chilling on my hard drive. And what's funny is, like, I'm here, my PC's here, my Xbox is right here.
No doubt.
And I'm just sitting here like, I look at it. Like right now, I have Final Fantasy 13 downloaded, because apparently it's 60 frames too. Nice. And I was sitting here like, I can't remember the last time that I had access to so much on a day 1. Like, because I got to give it out.
Shout out to Macho in the chat. He said, "Yes, Addict, Kingdom Hearts." Woo!
If Microsoft wouldn't have pushed for the way they're doing backwards compatibility, I honestly don't think Sony would have followed. Like, I think if Microsoft would have went the traditional way of, we're just going to have day 1 games, we would literally have maybe 10, 15 games on both platforms right now. No, so I enjoy what I'm playing of it. Obviously, we ain't talking about games right now.
No, yeah, that's it. But just your impression. We got you. Shout out to Razagon with the $15 chat.
And when it comes to the actual quality of the, it definitely doesn't feel cheap. Like nothing about the console feels cheap.
How many fingerprints you got on it?
I haven't. I mean, I turn it on with the controller, so probably none. Besides the one when I hooked it up.
I'd be hugging my Xbox too much.
Yes, we saw your picture, sir. We saw your picture, sir. You had like two kids with you. You had the X on the one side, the S on the other side.
Isn't your picture right now you kissing the Xbox Series?
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. Like you won a championship. No doubt, Ag.
It's definitely been a very nice thing. I enjoy what I've played of it. I enjoy what especially the controller. I think the controller is one of the best things about it. Like it's like King or Elsley said that like this may look like what this controller is, but they're not the same controller. Like they just look alike.
Right. How about that latency, the responsiveness, right?
You can definitely tell that. The part that sucks is it's a Type C charger.
Right.
So I can't hook it up to my PC. I have to go out and buy a Type
same
C.
thing. Same thing with me with my Elite 2.
Because I went to play it on my PC because my brother took his controller because he got the nice one, the last one they just made. Besides this one, that's the nicest controller. And I was sitting there and I kept taking it from him. Every time he goes to work, I go in there and jack it. And he came in here this morning. He came in here yesterday morning. He was like, my controller. And I was like, okay. I gave it to him. I was like, I got that Xbox Series X controller now.
Savage.
I went to hook it up and I looked at it. I was like, man, this is Type C. I can't even use it right now.
Can't even use it.
Wait, Cognito, you got a PS5 as well, right?
Yes.
Why don't you just use the cord that came with the PS5 and plug it in there?
You're right. I can use that. I just don't want to. You know what I'm saying? You're absolutely right. You know what I'm saying? I've always got this thing where it's like, you know how like when you get something that's made for something, in my mind, I'm like, I feel like there's some special functionality. It's probably done. You know what I'm saying?
No, not at all.
I know. It's just my mind. I like to keep things associated with what they came with.
I definitely want
to give OCD, sir.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
I definitely want to give a shout out.
My bad.
That's good.
Playing Charge Kit comes out on the 18th, so it'll get the proper USB-C cord and then the battery pack to go in just
nice
for that controller.
Nice.
I definitely want to give a shout out to because I want to give a shout out to Jansen in the chat. Like this dude, he got two, and he was originally going to sell me the second one. Dude didn't charge any up costs, like anything like that. He could have easily got like $800 for him. I don't know if I'd have done it, but he could easily have asked for it. And I ended up, waiting for 18 hours. Because you guys know me, I wasn't waiting. I wasn't waiting a week. That's like getting here till Wednesday. You think I was waiting till Wednesday?
Nah, you good.
So I ended up getting one for me and my brother because of Jansen.
No doubt. Lord King, seeing the tweets, see what's going on. You were able to secure how many consoles and what's going on, man?
Well, the 1%. Shout out to Ainsley.
The 1%.
we go inside. We go inside the store. We go inside the store kind of different.
It's a different thing for y'all.
Yeah, we don't go in the store the same way as other people. So I go inside the store and they like, he has 4 Series X's and he has 1 Series S. So I'm like, yeah, cool. What's up? Yeah. So as I'm walking inside, I have my
different than I do. That's a fact.
Yeah. Credit card different.
Oh my God!
So
I felt like that was a little too much.
I was like, I go,
So as I'm walking in the store,
you sound like Puppy. Like, take that.
It is what it is. Take that, bad boy. So I'm walking in, right, and I got on my ILP joint, right, so they're like, ooh, it's him, right? Yeah. Ooh, it's him, right? Because I got the ILP. I'm whipped. Boy,
Jiggy Jip. He was drip with the swag.
Oh man, it's disgusting. At the same time,
I feel like your album is coming out. Continue.
At the same time, trying not to die because I'm sick. I'm sick as hell. So I'm trying to stay away from people. So I got my COVID, shield on. I'm like, yo, I'm here for my, So they's like, yeah, he got 4 in the S. So they bringing my joints out the back, and they don't have no bags. All right, so we come with our own bags. And so I have my consoles there, right? They told me, don't factory reset, don't do anything, just bring them. All right, so I brought my X's, and I gave them to them, and they was like, well, okay, so X amount of dollars come off. What are you looking to do? Yeah, are you looking to put that towards the total, I said, nah. Give me those terabyte drives. How many you got? It was like, well, we only got 4. So I said, well, give me 4 then. I said, because I wanted to, to have it for the S, but nah, I'm just like, okay. So all right, cool, got it. Oh, get those little terrible, strong little joints. Them little joints are strong. They about their business.
$200 strong.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's the price to pay. Hey, you want to play? All right now. So we get it and go into the car. Throwing them inside the car. Little tight packages. I'm like, yo, these joints, they like Legos. I'm like in the car, putting them in like Tetris. So I'm driving to the house, right? And I'm packing up a lung. So I put one to the side. So the first thing I'm doing, I'm putting the one in the main, the living room. I'm like, yeah, baby. So I opened up the box and I was just like, it was a come to Jesus moment.
Was the moonlight shining on your back? Like,
yo, it was just like over the shoulder. Rod just looked down and was like, yo, Hyperion and Horus, and it was like, oh. I was like, yo, this is bananas. And the first thing that popped in my head was the greatest bid in the business, Jason Ronalds, and I was like, wow.
Sick.
Thank you for the well wishes, brother.
Yeah,
and it was sad to my heart that I had to miss. I really did not want to miss last week.
Yeah, it was a great episode.
And I'm like, yo, Jason Ronalds is a wizard.
Yeah,
his team, this the team. And all I could just do is drop the one knee and say, "You're so dominant, expensive."
You did that.
But really expensive. I said, "Yo," I said, "This is all possible.
This is all possible."
I said, this does not happen. This is crazy. Like you open the box and the way they set it out like. I'm sorry, dudes. If y'all never went to a premium place and purchased anything premium, if y'all never did it, when you purchase that plate, that PlayStation, 40 and slip. When you purchase this Series X, this is a premium jump off. Even the wrapping around, because it took different people to do different things to get something. Yo, they wrapped it up. And they threw a sleeve over it. The sleeve said "Power Your Dreams," but in between those dreams is in between 2 pillowy cushions.
You're really impressed with this packaging.
Yo, you know why I'm impressed with the packaging? Because I saw the competition's packaging. Before I get to that, though, let's continue on this premium ride.
Let's continue. Are you at the knee part with your knees down and the shot?
I'm doing the Tim Tebow.
I'm
down.
I'm
down.
Let's get the scripture on
this. I'm feeling it. I'm like, oh my God, this is it right now. This is it. We are here. We are here during the pandemic, and they even launched it. Good God, it's about to go down. All right, boom. They say, yo, I'm looking at this little thing that they put in the box. I'm like, what the hell is this? I'm like, get your phone app out. I'm like, okay. Somebody put a message in my box. Got my phone app out. And I'm like, oh, okay. It was like, yeah, your joint is good. And I was like, what?
Yeah, the setup is...
Your joint good.
Yeah, the setup's clean.
I said, oh, dear God. So I had all my I had like 19 terabytes of my external hard drives hooked up to it, and then I put the SSD inside the back. So my joint is like, it's to the gills of ready, right? Yeah. So I'm like, well, what game should I try? What should I do? So I was like, okay, well, I'm downloading anything I want to download. And so I definitely want to see Gears. I definitely want to see PUBG. But the first thing that popped up in my head was Tetris.
Addict's favorite. Continue.
I saw the Tetris. I said, yo, let me download that Tetris. It downloaded so fast. He was like, boom, you ready? I was like, yeah, okay. Well, I'm ready. I'm ready for the Tetris. Let's get it. Yo.
Crazy.
The speed of this console. The quality of life of this console. I keep hearing people saying quality of life. I game on my Xbox, right? I primarily gamed on my One X. And I can tell you there's a marketable difference that makes this an experience that exponentially is making it satisfying for me to pick up the controller. Like from the controller, it's a change. You feel the textures, it's better. To the interface that they were bringing you along for months. You didn't notice, but it was little subtle things that they was bringing you along with and getting it ready. So this transition was seamless. All I can say is this is the most seamless transition from one console generation to the next. That it may seem like there's nothing happening, but everything is happening.
Factual.
You cannot go back to your Xbox One X after playing any of these series consoles. It is you put it back on, you would think that you fell into a time warp or something. Like, why is it so slow? What the hell is going on here?
Yeah, good point.
No, this is absolutely disgusting. I cannot do this. I cannot get jiggy with this. This is garbage. Get this out of here. And I can see why they discontinued the Xbox One X. I can see why. I would have discontinued it too. All right, so now that we already got the premium, most incredible experience I've ever had with a console generation ever.
It's a big distinction.
Come Thursday, I'm amped. I can't sleep in the morning.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, it's the PlayStation turn. Your turn. Next up, I believe that's me. So I took my Theraflu, boy. The boy got the Mucinex in his body. I threw on the next mask. Where's the other mask at? Hold on. So I take on the next mask, and I'm like, yeah. You know what it is. You know who it is. He's back. IOP, he here. Right? So they're like, yeah. He got 4 of those.
Different experience for you.
They had police out there. The police, like, when I pulled up, the police was in the handicap zone. Like, what up? We out here with these guns.
Wow.
Guns out. Guns out.
PS5 launch series.
Right, guns out. It was nobody outside, though. But guns is out, though. People, they was there. All right. And apparently, I heard the police was there for the X, but, you know, everybody came. Like, I came a little bit later. So I get in there, trying not to cough, grab my stuff. So they had one police officer outside next to my car, one at the door,
Jesus.
one walking me to my car.
Damn.
Had 4. So they was like, yo, what games do you want? What the hell are you talking about? Give me that Miles Morales. He's like, oh, do you want the remix? What the hell is wrong with you, man? Just give me the Miles, the cheap junk, man. Get the hell out of here. Oh, you don't want no Demon Souls? I said, why I want a PlayStation 3 game? Man, if you don't give me that Miles Morales, got the joint. Big, like, yo, I'm out. I feel real big. I feel real big.
Big,
I feel real big out here. You ever went shopping? Like, I felt real big out here. I was real big in the street. And then I had armed security. So the joint, I felt like a rap star. I felt like a real rap star. It was delicious. I walked into the car and my door's open. The police got my door open. And I'm putting it inside. Now, it's different kind of Legos because it's like, right? So I'm putting them inside the car. So the cop is like, oh, so you going to play all that? I said, hell no, these 3 are sold. He's like, how much you sold them for? 3K each.
I ain't talking about that.
He's like, yo, what, 3K each? Yo, so he looked back inside the store like, we got to cop these, right? So give him a pound. I'm out of there. Right. So I go to DHL and I ship off everybody's console and I get to the house. So when I get to the house, I'm like, wow, let's do this.
Yeah.
Let's do this. So first thing I tweet out is to Christopher Hart. I'm on your head, boy.
I seen it.
So you know, we got the videos because I told dudes I'm on all you PlayStation dudes' head. You said that you was getting one. I want to see your videos. I didn't see half of you. I'm only respecting Christopher Hart. I'm only respecting Christopher Hart. All you frauds, all you cappers, all you dudes talking all that. I'm a PlayStation dude. Only real dude in these streets is Christopher Hart. Face out, had his boxes, and showed his. I respect you, Christopher Hart, all day. Everybody else, they frauds. I don't respect you.
They had his system up.
Yeah, frauds. They don't even got it. I don't believe them. They're borrowing somebody else's boxes. I don't believe them. Anyway,
continue, sir.
So I opened the box, right? And to my shock and horror,
yes,
I said, "What the hell is this, man? What the hell is this, man?"
You were not pleased
This
with
is
the
not what
packaging?
$500 gets me. This is not what $500 gets me. If you got a box of Yeezys, you get some Yeezys, you pay $500, $600 for your sneakers, and they just throw your joint in the box. Yo, take these bootlegs back. It felt like somebody bootlegged me. It felt like somebody bootlegged me. So I slid my hand in there, I pulled it out, and I took it from this little clab corn crap things, cushy things on the side. I'm like, whose idea was this? Who did this to this? All right, so I put it to the side, and I'm holding the joint. I'm like, you are a monstrosity for no reason. And then the plastic is cheap. I'm like, oh, buddy. All right, so okay, I got the little stand in the back. The stand don't even click on to nothing, dude. So this is how trash the stand is. So when I put the stand in the back and I put it down on the shelf, I said, okay, let me reposition it. It fell off the stand. I was like, oh, bro. So I had to go back in there and flick it back inside and put the little stand on.
You didn't use the screw, sir?
No, the screw don't go that way. That the screw is only when you standing the dude up. My joint is laying down. He ain't in no stand-up position. My dog ain't not listening to that. So put him laying down right there, right? I'm like, yeah. Okay. Let's get to this. Miles. Now, you already know I'm a super Miles head.
Right.
I turned it on. I said, let me put in my account, my joint. I cannot log into my PlayStation account to this day.
What happened?
To this day, dudes was telling me they had issues anyway, first day. So I said, okay, you know what? I'm just going to play my game, and then I'm going to do it when all the fever died down, because I believe everybody's trying to log in and stuff like that. I sent my email. They didn't send the fix, nothing. So I'm like, okay, whatever. It's cool. I'm going to get to that part. I don't care. As long as I'm able to play Miles, I don't care.
Right. And
I felt that the DualSense controller is the best PlayStation controller ever made.
It's fire.
And I ain't saying much because I always thought PlayStation had a crappy controller. All right. But like Ain says, these triggers is trash. But and this is it's cheap. What I don't like here, they should have shaved this down right here, because it's like somebody it can cut you. So they need to shave.
Stop.
You rub your finger on it. Did you try it yet? All right, then. So it could cut you. So what you need to do, they needed to shave this down or whatever. But it is the best PlayStation controller. And like I said, it's not saying much because I don't like the game over there anyway. But for the once or twice a year that I do go over there and play on it, it's definitely the best PlayStation controller. The box is too big. They're gonna have to do a revision. One thing that people aren't talking about, when you boot it up and turn it on, I want y'all to do it with no surround sound on, no headset on your head. If you have the disc version and you have a disc inside, it's going to sound like a car is starting.
It is loud. It is loud.
And nobody is talking about this. It starts off, my dog was across the room and said, what the hell is that? And ran over to the PlayStation and looked back at me like, yo, this new big thing that you just put in, this thing fitting to blow, my guy. And I'm looking at it, I'm like, yo, calm down. And then after a couple of seconds, it'll calm down and then it'll get quiet. It doesn't make any more noise after that. But initially, terrible. So my experience with the PlayStation, I can talk to you about it later when we start talking about the games. But if we're going off a presentation and everything, I'm gonna give it a 5. Yeah. The Xbox, I'm gonna give it a 10. If we're gonna give it a size comparison, I'm gonna give it a 5. Right. Overall, to me, the controller bumps it up 2 more notches. So it is a 7 to me, and the Xbox is a 10 completely.
No doubt. Let me see the super chat. Smitty Smith, $5 super chat. When I opened up that Series X packaging, I felt that scene from Pulp Fiction when they opened the briefcase. I do remember that. Salute. And let me get Regulator 951, $2 super chat. PUBG 60 frames is a game changer. 120 and 60. Yes, very good.
Yes.
Pixel Bit G. Damn, they skipped me. They skipped me all the way. I was just about to read Pixel Bit. Okay, there we go. Pixel Bit, $5 super chat. I tried to put the 1X on for my 4-year-old, and he said, no, daddy, I don't want my game to be slow. put on the big Xbox. Welcome to the next gen. Salute. Regulated 2000 chat. Me and my son opened my Xbox Series X. The startup was super excited emoji. You already know. So look, I made it quick. Everybody said everything I needed to say already. I mean, like I said, we're just very happy to secure the Series X for the Microsoft Store. Was checking FedEx notifications very feverishly, just making sure my joint come. I was giving every FedEx driver the side eye. They did not stop at my house. So salute the FedEx for keeping it standing tall. Yeah, look, as far as the PlayStation, I was able to get that at GameStop. Look, same thing you guys said. Xbox Series X, premium packaging, very cool experience. I love the boot up. I love setting it up. The app was a great addition. I was actually hesitant to use it at first, just because I'm setting up my console with a phone app. This is very interesting, very different. But yeah, it was so seamless, and just having me do things while it's going on in the background. Very painless process. System's very slick, very smooth. The monolithic design, gotta love it. PlayStation 5, man. Was funny, got it from GameStop, and it's funny, he's getting everything ready for me, and I'm getting ready to go out, and I'm like, yeah, so the bag. So he's like, nah, man, we ain't got no bag big enough for this. So you're going to have to go out there and brave yourself with a big logo on your chest, PlayStation 5, rob me now. So I'm like, this is not it, y'all. Like, come on.
You didn't have security like King?
Nah, I'm not on that lifetime right there. You know what I'm saying? But for me, I was just like, damn, like, I feel sorry. I see why King is talking about they had the 5.0 out there for their launch, like, because there's no bag big enough to fit. So, anyway.
Cog lives in a better neighborhood than I.
Stop it. So anyway, I get it back, like I said, and set it up. One thing, yes, it is humongous. PlayStation 5 there's no dancing around it. It is a big system. I'm like, damn, it's really that big. You know what I'm saying? So, but to my surprise, very light. The Series X surprised me with the weight.
Dense.
Yeah. So then this surprised me with the height. So the only thing I will say is that Ainsley's gonna kill me, but I was forced into the horizontal life, man.
Nope. You gotta make some changes. You gotta make some changes.
He said you're gonna make some changes.
Configuration. It was nothing I could do. I want to be the Tower of Power with both, but my unit was like, bruh, you gonna have to put them down like a loaf of bread, and that's it. And shout out to Alcoholist, because he was like, yo, why COG systems look like two beached whales? Yo, he killed me. Yo, they killed me. My pictures on Twitter, they killed me, son.
I gotta send some people your way, man.
Yeah,
I'll take care of you.
Please. I'd like you to build another section in the room in my house. But yeah, man. Shout out to Dizzy. He said, "Nah, you have better." Oh, you horizontal gang? Okay, salute.
No, don't listen to Dizzy. You don't know what he's talking about.
It do look like a loaf of bread though on the side, but
It looks horrible.
Yeah, they don't look aesthetically pleasing, both of them on the side. But anyway, look, we got it to work. We tested it out. All I would say, quick, super fast systems. Series X, very, very zippy. UI is pretty much, the same, but just refined. Controller, the same, but refined. I will say the latency was a big game changer for me on that. As far as the PlayStation 5, man, I was impressed with that controller. I really was. It had a little bit more weight. I understand where you're coming from, Ainsley, though, as far as the triggers and stuff like that. Obviously, I'm always going to be a fan of the, what you call it when the analogs are separate and displaced, but I forget. Where, the Xbox.
The offset?
The offset, yes. So I'm always going to be a fan of offset, but I do feel this is their best controller, and we'll get into the games, but, Astrobot was just next level to me.
Yeah.
That was just, okay, this is, now granted, we got to see if other games, they're going to utilize that, but at the end of the day, man, super impressed with that. And I will say to the last point, UI, like Brap said, at first I was like, okay, I don't mind it, but as I played more with the UI, I started to get a little bit annoyed because I'm like, damn, like, it's an extra button press to do things, and where's this at, and how come I just can't go to my friends? And obviously the dynamic themes is a big deal for me, because to me, that's the identity of PlayStation. I always boot my favorite game. Go ahead.
Don't they charge you for those dynamic themes on PS4?
I was happy to pay, bro. I have my Ghost of Tsushima.
Like, my viewpoint, it's like, you pay all this money for like to pre-order to get dynamic themes, and it's just like the PS5. They're like, we don't care if you paid that money. We're
Yeah,
starting.
He's saying that it didn't carry, right? Now you can't use
don't
it.
carry.
Can't even use it. So that hurt because to me that was their ace in the hole always over Xbox. I always felt that PlayStation had personality with their UI. You
You know what's crazy?
Yeah.
Microsoft has a form of dynamic
Themes
and
now.
Sony
Yeah,
doesn't
I
right now.
know, I
Like,
know. We'll get into more deep with the quick zoom and all that when we get into pressure. But yeah, like overall, like I said, both very happy. You know, next gen is here, and then we'll get into the joint. But look, we got to move on because we got a lot of show, and then we kind of we're getting behind. But you want to get super chat, sir? Attic?
yeah, I have no clue which ones you done. I was in the other room.
Oh, okay, all right. I'll get. I believe. Sorry if I missed anybody, but Michael, aka Bed-Stuy Finest. My son jaw dropped when he saw Forza Horizon 4. When he saw me playing Forza Horizon on my Series X 100, mind blown. You already know. Jonathan B, $5 super chat. I thought I would have to fight my FedEx driver. They delivered my blue controller and expansion card first. Then 3 hours later, delivered my Series. Factual stories. Factual stories. I know the vibes. I know the vibes. Shout out to Shane Tomlin, £5. Happy Names Day, Cog. Salute. Glad King Lannister is better, but hope his Escalade blows up as I didn't get my Series X. Laugh out loud.
I'm not getting the Escalade. Sorry, sir. I needed 10 PlayStations in order to achieve said Escalade. All I did was pay bills.
Oh my god. So says the book of 1X. All right, so cool. So let's move on, man. So look, I want to get I don't know if Kid is still with us.
Yeah, you can hear me?
Okay, I get you, man. Look, let's get Kid Brap up because I know you guys got PlayStation and obviously Ains and myself. So yeah, man, look, PS5 impressions. You know, now that you got a chance to deep dive, you know what I'm saying, what as far as the games and what's standing out to you? What are you feeling?
As far as for PlayStation, right now, is Spider-Man. Obviously, I expected that to be great, but Astrobot, you know, like I said, it's a cool tech demo for the controller. The game looks good. It's cute. It serves that, you know, platforming necessity for new console launches since there's no knack this year. But I've been enjoying it. The crazy thing is, right, and I'm gonna tell you guys right now, having multiple consoles at some point, it is overrated because this week I realized I can only play one game at a time.
Facts.
I'm like, yo.
Facts.
I'm like, okay. So I'm playing. I took some time day one. I took some time on Spider-Man. I streamed Spider-Man, and then I tried Days Gone, and then I took the rest of the night off stream playing Astrobot, and then I took Friday completely off playing. Dude, this is the games I played Friday, right?
What's up?
I got blessed with a full review package of Call of Duty Black Ops. It was Cold War. Was not expecting that, right? So I played that, and of course I'm trying to keep myself together in Assassin's Creed Valhalla because I don't know how to put that game down. Dude, that game is just, oh my god.
I'm jealous.
And then you know what's crazy though? I keep forgetting how like that quick resume is there. So I'm like, all right, let me turn let me turn my console on, right? I'll go back, and then Assassin's Creed be the last game I play. So from the time that I'm booting up that Xbox, right, to getting on the last point where I was at in Assassin's Creed, and it's usually on like top of a rooftop, it's literally like within like 3 seconds. And I'm like, what the crap, yo? I'm like, I'm used to like turn on the game, waiting for the thing to load up.
Bro.
I'm like checking my phone. And I'm
Bro,
like,
that cold boot is lit. Continue, yeah.
Yeah, so it's just been like I've been playing it. Yo, sleeper. This is a sleeper, bro. And if people slept on it because, you know, the early previews and stuff. Dirt 5 is that game.
Really? I gotta pick
Dirt 5, bro. I was like, you know what, let me put this in, man. Let me just give it a shot, right?
Yeah, let's go.
I'm playing it. I went straight to like the image quality mode, man. Bro, I felt foolish. I literally thought that game was doing full-on ray tracing. That's how good their what their SSO is. Like, I'm like, yo,
crazy.
I'm like, wait a minute, this can't be the same game people were trashing a few months back. It can't be. Like, so I'm playing that game and I'm enjoying it. It feels good because it was made by the same devs that did the game On Rush. Right. So it's I've tried Dirt games in the past, like Dirt 4 and Dirt Rally. I didn't like them. But this Dirt, I'm loving it. Right. I am loving it. And I suggest if anybody got it, give it a try. Check image quality road. They got the reflections are on point. The HDR is on point. And I tried the game in the 120 frames mode, and it's working, man. They did a good job with that game. But yeah, in between, in regards to like and then there's one game that I actually, this was probably one of the first games I played for the Series X. It was Bright Memory 1.0.
Oh yeah, I know, yeah. We gonna talk about. I forgot, kid. I was meaning to get you on the PlayStation, but I know you jumping on the Series X. It's
I'm
cool.
so sorry.
It's good.
Yeah, my bad. Yeah, because the only thing about PlayStation is that I didn't play. Like, I skipped the whole entire day.
Yeah.
I skipped Friday, and I played a little bit yesterday because I played. I played like 3 hours of Spider-Man yesterday, and another hour of Astrobot yesterday. But the thing is that I don't know what more can be said. But I don't have Demon Souls yet.
Okay.
And I
Did
don't
you get
have,
Miles? Did you get Miles?
Yeah, I'm playing. Now the thing is, here's the cheat, right? Spider-Man had not been for Assassin's Creed Odyssey, right? Spider-Man, the original one in 2018, would have been my game of the year, right? So I'm knowing, like, I was like, all right, we got Miles Morales. My son's a big Miles Morales fan. It's hard to play that because he keeps trying to take the controller.
Shout out to your son.
So he, the game, I respect the game, but it's also on, like, you know, on PlayStation 4, but the PS5 version, in terms of, like I said, I tried the ray tracing mode. Like, there were specific scenes where I was like, you know what, let me go to the fidelity mode, because you know how they walking through like the little parade and everything. I was like, I got the fidelity mode on there just to see how that works. Yeah. So and it looks great, man. They did a wonderful job. They did whatever they can to take advantage of the controller. The load times is like. The one thing I do give a shout out to PlayStation for is, like, because a lot of people will, you know, point to Xbox Quick Resume. PlayStation doesn't have it, but if you're playing PlayStation 5 games, you'll realize it don't need it how quick the games load in. Like, I did a test. I went from Astrobot to back to Spider-Man. I was like, it did it so quick. I was like, all right, it operates like Quick Resume, but it's just not Quick Resume. You know what I mean? Because after you boot through a game once, you don't see all the logos anymore. Right. Yeah. So it's like, okay, so they have a solution. It's still fast, but yeah, I haven't had any issues with my PlayStation. Fingers crossed. I also haven't been trying to stress my PlayStation looking at Twitter, like the issues people having. So I know that a lot of the games that people are having issues with are like Godfall, which was one of the games I really wanted. 2K, Call of Duty, and I seen issues with Spider-Man where you get to play as a light post and a brick of wood or something like that, but via glitch and whatnot. So I haven't had any of those issues, and I'm hoping, like, you know, I had a blessed PlayStation where it's not going to experience those. But not so far, man. The games have been clean. They look great.
No doubt.
Yeah, and I don't know, man.
Fair enough, kid. Yo, Lord Brat, what's going on, man? PlayStation 5, man. Just now that you deep dive for a couple days, you know, what's standing out to you, man?
Yeah, absolutely. Real quick, I got a hard stop at 1 o'clock, so I'm gonna make this as quick as possible. Look, Miles Morales, it's really stood out to me so far. Demon Souls, I fired up, haven't really got into it, but looks great so far. But Miles Morales, I mean, I haven't played it in performance mode. I've been playing it with you know, for ray tracing everything because I wanted to see that. And the game looks great on the PlayStation 5. It really does. The city just seems more alive. The colors pop. The production values in this game. Hats off to Insomniac, by the way. What a great game. This is the music, the voice acting, everything about this game is just top tier. And I'll say this about the PlayStation 5 launch. This is probably their best launch that I can remember on a PlayStation console. Sony has been look, if I think back to the PlayStation,
you said this is the best PlayStation launch in a PlayStation console.
Yes,
if you never had a PlayStation 2,
no.
Or PlayStation 1,
if you look at if you look at PlayStation
3.
Look, if you look at PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4, I think that the one thing that Sony has with this launch is they have a little bit of everything for everyone. You know, they have stuff for the kids. They have a platformer. They have a game like Miles Morales that will appeal to casuals. They have a game for the hardcore gamer in Demon Souls. You know,
I guess it's subjective. No.
You know, and it's, so I think they knocked it out of the park with the offerings of games that they have. Some of the games actually surprised me with reading some of the reviews for like Bug Snacks. Like, I'm not going to play Bug Snacks, but I was actually
rated good too. Yeah, I did hear that.
Yeah, Bug Snacks was good.
It's not what people think it is.
Okay.
Yeah, Pathless, Bug Snacks. I'm trying to get Slow-Mo Backslap to play Bug Snacks. Hey, by the way, everyone listening right now, go to Slow-Mo Backslap's channel on YouTube.
Yes.
And subscribe. Get him to 1,000 subscribers. He will play, Bug
Snacks.
Snacks and stream it. He has been fighting us tooth and nail. Please subscribe to my man, Slow-Mo Backslap on YouTube to get him to 1,000 subs. Yeah, we want him playing Bug Snacks, and, and he's going to stream it. Yeah, but yeah, I got to say, man, I have I've been pleasantly impressed with the games, and if you think about, I go back to Miles Morales. I mean, my kids are dying to play. I'm not letting him play it though. I'm like, nah, I got it. No, you guys can wait. Go. You guys can wait. You know.
Daddy, get that.
But yeah, the games are just great. You know, and the haptic feedback controller too. Go back to that.
Yeah.
It's nice that some third-party games are taking advantage of it. Call of Duty, from what I hear, does a really good job at utilizing the haptic feedbacks on the DualSense. Like Forte was talking about it on Brad.
Right.
He said like the different weapons, you could feel like different tension. Like with the shotgun, there's a different tension to it. And I was like, wow. So I'm gonna pick that up too. But yeah, I look, solid launch, I think, for the PlayStation 5 with games. Again, I think it's the best launch lineup they've had. I think definitely better than PlayStation 4. Without doubt.
No, I agree with you there. I definitely agree, because 4 was just like Resogun, Knack, and I believe it was a Killzone Shadow 4. I definitely look. It's a strong launch. You made a good point as far as the variety of titles at launch, and obviously some exclusives, man. But I was gonna say, King, is I can check.
Y'all just on drugs.
Oh my god! Clearly you didn't like it, but
no, look, this is ridiculous.
No, but you know, I'm gonna say, and then Demon Souls to me, I think, is probably the best looking game right now, exclusive game, right, next gen game out there right now, from what I've seen so far. And that's kind of, I think that's kind of the consensus that I've seen from people who are playing it.
It is.
Yeah, I think you may have said that on your show yesterday. If I'm not mistaken.
It is. Yeah,
trust
me, I've played them all. It is.
No doubt.
Yeah.
No doubt.
I think Gears smashes it in the mouth. But
Gears is not a new experience, though, King.
Yeah, well, that ain't a new experience either.
Oh man.
Yeah. But hey, real quick, gentlemen, I
gotta
get
run.
hard stop. Yeah, I gotta run.
run.
It's been a pleasure, gentlemen.
Absolutely,
I love coming on the show. Love everyone here on the panel. You guys are all fantastic and do great work in the community. And
Where can people find you, sir?
Absolutely. You can find me on YouTube at Basement Radio Arcade Podcast, live every Wednesday night, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and on Twitter at rap_podcast. So come check us out. We have a good time. And gentlemen, it's been a pleasure.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much.
Enjoy your Sunday. Thanks for pulling up, man. I really appreciate it, bro.
Later, Enrique.
Absolutely. Absolutely, guys. Take care.
Have a good one, man.
Yep.
No doubt. No doubt. Ainsley. Lord Ainsley.
Going on.
PlayStation 5, man. What's standing out from the game standpoint, and now you've had time with it?
Yeah, so I'm kind of weird. I know we talked about this before. I'm not a big superhero game guy, so I'm one of the very few who bought PS5, but I don't have Miles, and I won't be playing it. I have Spider-Man, and I played it a little bit. It's just not my type of game, it is what it is, right? Yep. But for me, it was all about Demon Souls. I'm a big Souls guy. All the Souls games, Bloodborne, etc. And Demon Souls is one of those games that, because it came out so long ago and was played by so few,
right?
And Blue Point are masters at what they do, right? So this is like playing. It's King's right. It is a PS3 game. This is an old game, just like Resident Evil 2 was a PS1 game, right? But because I never finished it, because it's been over a decade and my memory don't go back that far, this is like a new experience, right? So that's the one that got me really hyped to play at launch, and it's incredible. I would say that between it and Valhalla, those are the two games that are bar none taken up. They're above everything else, in my opinion, right now for launch. But yeah, it's stunning, man. It's absolutely stunning. Like, pictures don't do it justice, because you take a picture, then it gets compressed on Twitter and everything. I'm telling you, you see it in person, it's almost mind blowing.
That's actually not to cut you. That's actually a good point you made, and I'm a little frustrated with next gen in that regard, because I feel the quality of what we're seeing on screen, unfortunately, now screenshots are not doing it justice. But continue.
No, it's a problem even for the devs, right? Because they're trying to show off their games, and you just can't show the experience like you have, especially if you're on an OLED and HDR, and you know what I mean. If you've got the right setup, it's nuts. So I was streaming it the other night, and people were
Can
like,
you guys hear me?
"God,
Yes.
yeah,
Okay.
we can hear you."
We get you. Continue, Ains.
I was streaming it the other night, and people were saying, "Man, that looks incredible." And I'm like, "Then remember, this stream's only 1080p, right?
Yes.
Like, if you could see it in person, it's mind blowing."
Ains, do you have the 3D headset?
No, I use I got a home theater, man. I don't use headsets.
Okay, no. The only reason why I'm asking because a lot of people that's been playing Demon Souls have explained to me that they can feel like the arrows whiz past their head or something like that.
You can.
And,
Oh, I mean, I have this around. You can. It's nuts. And the dual sense on Demon Souls, it's so like it's like you swing your sword, you hit something, and you feel it, right? But if you hit a body and connect versus like if someone blocks it with a shield, it feels different.
Right.
Okay.
So it's really immersive in that regard. It's just really, really good. And I'm actually kind of mad with myself because I'm streaming it as a series. And so I can't really play it when I'm not streaming because I'm trying to make it a walkthrough, you know what I mean?
Right.
So but no, that game on PS5 has jumped out for me a lot.
I think that game single-handedly is the only reason. I don't know, between that and Ghost, because I do want to play Ghost Legends.
Yeah.
But like that game, like, because I'm definitely one of those people that I can say yes, that's an old game, but I'm willing. Like that is one of the games that jump-started this Dark Souls era.
Yep.
And I'm willing to bet you the majority of the Dark Souls fans have never played that game. Like
100%. Yeah, I've talked to a lot of them, and I'm one of them, right? Like I have my PS3 copy from when I bought it, but I never finished it. It's you go back and play it now, it's a joke, right? I mean, it's really, really dated. So this is just something special, and I keep telling people keep wanting to play it, but they're like, I don't play Souls games, and I'm like, the only thing I'll say is it is so smooth that Souls games, if you know them, they've always been a little janky, right? Like the engine is just dated. This is so smooth. It plays more like a modern action game than a Souls game. It's still really hard. Don't let me steer you wrong.
You almost sold me because I'm not a Souls guy. I was like, damn, you might get me in now.
You can still die real fast. It takes one mistake, but it just plays a lot better. So anyway, that one's jumped out to me. I like a mix of game.
Let's go.
I was gonna joke about Bug Snacks. It's not even worth the time, honestly. I did play it for 15 minutes just to see, and I'm like, this is, I could see it's cutesy. It is what it is. We don't need to really mess around with it. I also bought what else am I playing? Astrobot is incredible.
Woo!
It's incredible. It's a short game. It's a pack-in. It's obviously made to demo the DualSense, right?
And I do want to, because I haven't played it, but what I've seen on it.
Yeah,
I already have to give it the title of like the best game that comes with a console.
A pack-in. Yeah, I was talking about that yesterday because I was like, if you count Super Mario World or Mario World, forget about it. That's the legend, right? But I honestly agree with you. I think once you play it and once you go through the levels and experience it, it's an excellent game. It's short. You can finish it in 3 to 4, 5 hours. I was talking to some buddies playing it the other night, but it's really, really good. Right. And it's not just a demo in that sense. It's actually got levels and everything else. So anyway, other than that, I actually bought Sackboy. I love 3D platformers. I just going all the way back to Alex Kidd. Shout out,
you already know.
Call out Alex Kidd.
Salute.
And got to call out Mario and all those games, man. I love platforming games, so I had to check out Sackboy, and it's actually really good too. It's much better than I thought it was going to be. I bought it as kind of like, I'll play this on the side. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a good game. It's got it's a hub-based world. It's got a great sense of humor. The soundtrack is actually surprisingly good. It doesn't do a whole lot with the DualSense. It's got the normal rumble and stuff, but Sackboy's, it's really, really good. So overall, that's what I'm playing. I know everyone asks about Miles. I'm the one person probably not playing Miles. But I've had a good time with it, man. I have had a couple issues that have scared me.
So the crashing.
So Demon Souls crashed mid-playing yesterday.
Wow.
It just literally like boom, and it gave me the error screen saying
And
there's a
depending
problem.
how well you're doing, that could be a problem.
Addict. I was running around trying
to bam.
Luckily, I was just grinding for stuff in between my streams, so I was just getting like materials and stuff. But I was just mid walking through a level, and it's just bam, problem with the application. Demon Souls.
I couldn't imagine fighting the last boss on Sekiro or something like that, and then it just does that in the middle of it.
Right.
I probably would unplug the PlayStation and throw that against the wall.
Let me stop you for a second. Dave. So basically, because I saw shout out to Erica Cuts for the win. I saw her tweet in kind of a similar situation, but hers seemed like a pause.
Oh no, that's different.
Okay.
So mine just straight crashed.
Oh, there's different versions. Problems.
Yeah. So I also
shut off.
I know the clip you're talking about, and I remember I responded to you. I said I've had that happen twice. So like it's almost unexplainable. Like I was mid walking up steps, I can picture it, and I was walking up to this guy, and I went to swing, and my guy kind of went like this, and then the game just froze, and I was like, "What the hell's going on?" And then about 3 seconds later, he swung. And it just continued like normal. So it was almost like just a literal system pause for a couple seconds. So I get into this stuff from a tech perspective. I don't know what the hell that is. I don't have an answer. So it's kind of scary. And then yesterday morning, when I first woke up and went to play, I got the disc version. I'm an old school guy.
Same. Yep.
And
Me too.
Yeah, I went to start. I turned on my PS5, and when it turned on, the dashboard was pink and purple and pixelated.
Oh.
And I was like, okay, this doesn't look good, right? And then I went to reset it because my Demon Souls disc was in the drive, and it did that chainsaw sound you never want to hear, you know? And I was like, I just kind of stuck back, and I was like, because I had 4 of these damn things, and they're all gone because I gave them to friends and stuff. And I'm like, oh, don't do it to me, man. Don't do it to me. Luckily, it's been fine since, but I've had a few scares with it that have kind of caught me off guard.
Yeah, I mean, it is interesting because I think, obviously we've been seeing a lot of it. Obviously, King has mentioned it too. We're starting to see, a lot of reports of people freezing, crashes, some UI stuff. We don't know if it's tied exactly to the rest mode, but it is a concern because it doesn't seem to be an isolated issue. I know I'm going to get King next, we'll get into as far as his experience. But this is something that's going around. So I'm curious to hear what your experience was.
I've had a few weird things for sure. But other than that, it's been okay. I'm just, new console launches, brand new tech. I got my fingers crossed. Nothing happens. The only other thing I wanted to shout out real quick is so PS5 doesn't have quick resume. And that's once you get used to having quick resume, it's like King was saying, there's no going back. The one thing it does have though is it has activities, they call it, which is so say I'm playing Demon Souls and I turn off the system, I come back to it. When you go to the UI and you highlight Demon Souls, if you go down a step, it's got these cards across.
Yes.
And what you can do is you can actually jump into that game at different points depending on where you played it.
Oh, wow.
So like, for instance, Demon Souls has 5 hub worlds, and I was just kind of exploring and running around them, right? So I can launch the game where it will take me into different points depending on which one I pick.
Gotcha.
So it's not quick resume, and you can't keep multiple games running.
Right.
But what it does do is allow you, the game you were playing, it allows you to get back into it at a point. Like instantly. It's super fast.
No, fair enough. Fair enough. Let me get these super
Which is cool.
Let me get these super chats because I definitely missed some. KS Sante, follow super chat. Salute to the Lords, Kings. Folks still commenting on the Miles video I sent you. Can't bring myself to continue Miles. Afraid to brick my PS5. He says, And then,
Man, I've been talking in the background.
All right, 1 sec. Wow, he missed. All right, so I got him. Okay, there we go. So, Clutch Band 01 files super chat just popped in. Don't know if anyone asked. Is there confirmation that there will be more Series X's on Black Friday weekend? Have a good show, guys.
Yes, there will be.
Yes, I did hear that. Shout out to.
If you don't get that one, you're probably gonna have to wait till next year.
Shout out to the Basement Radio Brat $5 super chat. Salute, Lost. Thank you for having me on. Thank you for rocking with us. Enrique, salute. Scrub Nurse $5 super chat. Shout out to the Lords in the chat. Hope everyone is enjoying launch week. And shout out to the Saints. Sorry, Cog, your boys are going down. Damn, you're killing my Niners. Damn, salute. No doubt. iDizzy, does Astrobot have a better tech demo than Wii Sports did? Legit question. I don't remember Wii Sports too much because I don't believe I had, so King have to answer that.
Wii Sports, it was good, but what I'm seeing is like Wii Sports was something mainly for casual people that hardcore people kind of enjoyed, but it wasn't the go-to. Like what I'm seeing on here, they're putting, the PlayStation history in it. They're putting the controller down.
That don't even matter. Wii Sports is the greatest packing game, period.
Oh, so you got Wii Sports over Astro. Okay.
Yeah, the Wii Sports, it is the fastest, most popular selling system, period. So regardless to
I mean,
what that
PlayStation
package
4,
game.
PlayStation 4 is the most selling thing this platform. You don't see
Well,
that.
that's it.
Oh,
Well, I don't know what that packaging was, but I know the Wii Sports packaging was it. I don't know what that package was, but you can tell. Let me know what the package was.
Moving on. Briscoe said, follow super chat. Cop a Series X and 2 PS5 digitals. Sold one. Shout out to King. Sony owes us 1 foot on the HDMI cable. All right. No doubt.
It is too short.
It is
He's
short. Yeah, he's right.
right.
He's
It's
right.
too short.
It is a little
Yeah.
short. So, King, man, let's get to it, bro. Your impressions down with PlayStation 5. I had to skip Clowns. I know you didn't pick up one and add it. But yeah, what's your experience, man? As far as like the games, now you got time with it.
Okay, so I threw on the Miles Morales, and it felt like home. Like it felt like, because that's my game of the year. So I said, y'all got me, man. Y'all got me. Y'all got me. Y'all got me. I don't care what come hell or high water, I was getting that game. I was like, I was gonna buy the whole remastered joint, and then I saw the face of Peter Parker, and I was like, no, I'm good.
Oh, yeah, that's a big controversy.
It is disgusting. It's disgusting what they did to my Peter Parker.
With the clowns, what they did to my boy.
and it's off because if you look at Mary Jane, she's older, but now Parker looks younger to fit in line with some stupid narrative that they had a whole smart thing. Even when you control Spider-Man, he controls mature.
Right. When
you control Miles, he's immature. He controls like a kid. His animations is like a child. Right. So it was a disgusting move on their part.
Not to cut you
to make him younger.
In your defense, because I'll be the first. Like, I've been in need of you and Kaibatsu on this, because I was the first. Look, I'm fraud and I ain't finished the first one, right? So my whole thing was I saw the actor change. And I'm like, casual cog was like, ooh, MCU. Yeah, I'm like, Tom Holland. Let's get it more MCU accurate. And you and Kai were like definitive. No, this is a bad move. I'm telling you, Cog. The facial expressions, the way he emotes.
It's just from the tone from the game. Not even that, is he's an older character.
Right.
And the Spider-Man, he if you play the DLCs, the DLCs is very mature in nature, and it has to deal with pregnancy and deadbeat dads and stuff in situations of that nature. Tom Holland is a child, right? So it doesn't fit.
Right. The last point, I'll give it right back to you. The last point I want to say is that in your defense, shout out to Neo Game Spark. He has a tweet up, and he has like 3 of like these very, I guess, emotional scenes, and showing the Holland look and the original. And I ain't gonna lie, like the expressiveness of that original actor that played was night and day. And what you call it was a little bit more dead face, the new guy. But continue.
Yeah. So had they never changed the face of the original actor, I would have picked up the whole remix thing. But I was like, nah, I got the old game and I'll just play that. And brute force it if it does some extra stuff. I don't care. But I'm playing the mouse. So story, control, feel, the subtleness on the controller, it's genius. They didn't ask me to blow into the controller. So because I think that's kind of disgusting.
You didn't get to that part yet. Kid got to that part. Continue.
If it's a part in that game, I got to blow in the controller.
Oh yeah, actually, Kid literally has a stream with Astrobot.
So can I touch on that real quick?
No, you talk about Astrobot. I'm talking about
Miles. Oh, you don't want to do a Miles.
No. If it says something with Spider-Man, I got to blow in the controller, then Spider-Man is gonna die.
Ainsley, want to jump in real quick?
So on the blowing in the controller, right, on Astrobot, here's something I found, which is kind of stupid. So the game tells you to blow on the controller. It shows you doing it, right? I couldn't get it to work. And I'm like, I was getting mad. I was about to turn the game off. I found out, I was in a party chat with my friends, and what it actually did is all it does is take sound from the microphone. It doesn't recognize anything. So all I did was put my mic in front of my face and go, and it worked right away. Trust me.
Wow. I didn't know that. Wow.
Yeah. So
it's not an actual sensor.
No.
Okay.
It's a gimmick. Yeah, it's a gimmick. It's a whole gimmick. It's whatever. They're gonna drop the gimmick in a year anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Jesus.
You know, all this. Please stop acting like Sony don't do this. Like, you know, they come out with something and you know, get you all lathered up and then leave you all loose and then you're all messed up and your head mad up. So I already know what they're gonna do, but it did exactly what I asked it to do. My PlayStation, besides crashing on me.
Oh Lord.
You know, and I was playing, and you know, and I was ready, right? So I'm at the top of a building, and is a crime that's happening at the bottom, right? This is the most it destroyed me. It destroyed me because I had it was a whole group of them. It was at the bottom. It was red, right? So I'm flying all the way down, and I'm doing my Venom strike, and I'm coming all the way down. I hit the floor with the Venom strike, and it was like boom, and my joint said, yo, my joint said, yo, I looked at my controller, I said,
wow.
What the hell just happened?
Wow.
So I had to get up and I had to manually, because it didn't come back on, and I had to hold the power button for 30 seconds for it to pop up, and it was like, yo, we reconstructing your joint. And then I saw somebody on like an influencer talked about it. That's the only one. You know, all these other fake fraud influencers out here, they got they PlayStations and they're not talking the truth, shaming the devil. You know, y'all are misleading the public. Just because y'all got a free box, y'all don't want to tell the truth. I don't care if you got a free box. Tell the truth. You know, and what you're trying to do is you're trying to hold it down so people don't know what's going on, and people are looking over to you. And you're not telling them, yo, your joint crashed like 4 or 5 freaking times.
They ain't doing it because of that. They're doing it because they want to stay in Sony's good graces.
Yeah,
well, I mean, shout out to AAG who said his had bricked, I believe.
Yeah, well, good for him. Good for him to tell the truth.
Well, his did just break. Like they had to send him a replacement unit.
Yeah, good. Everybody subscribe to him and know that he's telling you the truth.
Jeremy's real.
Jeremy's real.
Yeah, you know, these other dudes that got these boxes that ain't telling you the truth of what's going on. So I got a lot of vitriol online. I mean, that tweet is probably at like 50,000 right now. And you know, a lot of dudes is talking about, oh, you just hate the PlayStation. Well, I don't care. I got it. You don't got it, so you just hate me.
Right.
And if I'm telling you that it bricked on me, but it came back to life, you know, because some dudes was like really concerned, like, yo, my God, did it come back? What was you able to do? What did you do? So I talked to a couple of dudes through it, and then right after that, everybody started posting their pictures.
Right.
And I'm like, this is more widespread than I thought.
Right.
Right. And then I'm just seeing people playing Call of Duty, and it's the thing with Call of Duty. So I didn't have any problems with Astrobot. Astrobot is because I play those games. I spend the money for Mario's for my Nintendo Switch. I love those games. So like I was telling Cog, playing the game was so amazing. I saw the water and these things and the wood, and so when I was teasing Chris and I'm like, playing in the water.
You was out of control.
No, but I do that in my house. So like my streams would be crazy because I'm out of control, like singing in the trees, doing
You didn't have to tease that, man, that you had your system first like that. That was hilarious. Continue.
Yeah, what I was telling Cognito about the whole screenshot thing, I was like, just think about how many people posted those screenshots saying their console like randomly turned off in this small community. I was like, that's kind of crazy. I've never seen that. like so many people in this community having the same issues.
That's so sad. But I'm glad that it came back on.
Right.
Then I heard
because some people it didn't.
Yeah, some people it didn't. You know, so I said, you know, buy a warranty, and this is somebody hit me. Well, this is what happens when you're an early opter, and I said that's what happens when you broke. You just look at me. But it's sad that, you know, that I think honestly they knew that some of these crashes and stuff would happen because they're saying it's part of the memory kernel, and is the SSD too fast for the memory to catch up to what's going on? Something is happening that is not talking to the console properly, that it always has to reconstruct. the memory.
Database, yeah, it's like
And-
rebuilding
right.
database. Mhm.
So it's kind of disconcerting, but it hasn't happened to me again.
Okay.
I'm still enjoying my Spider-Man. I'm almost finished with it, but then I'm doing like Addict right now. I'm not going for book bags and none of that stuff.
Shout out to Addict.
Just trying to play it first.
Yeah,
And I'm gonna
ain't
go
nobody got time for that nonsense.
I'm gonna get my book bags later, man. I'm not gonna do like you. But it is.
Once you turn that game off, you ain't going back to it.
That's a lie.
Right
That's
here.
a lie. I'm a Spider-Man junkie.
When's the last time you went back to this other Spider-Man game? Don't cap.
Oh, when? The week
Yeah.
before Miles came out, I had my
Okay.
my
Okay.
blood.
You
was
got this,
popping.
fam. You got this. It's all yours.
We got this.
Okay.
Continue.
So
Overall.
it's the greatest. I'm capping because it's the greatest game for me.
Yeah.
Like it's
Spider-Man.
I can't believe they did it like how they did it.
Facts.
And they did it so well. And the Latino community, okay, they mixing all the Spanish people together. It's kind of disrespectful, because you're not a mijo if you're Puerto Rican, and it's kind of they're doing kind of Spanish wrong. My girl was like, "What are they doing?" But I said, "But they got the music, man, and they got the the
and when he's
stuff
swinging, his mom's is hitting like, "You go to the bodega."
Yeah, so I like it. I like the fact that they're doing that, and then they're showing the ethnicity in the game. They moved them to Harlem. I really didn't like that. That's kind of rude.
Nah, bro, he was on the train. He was on going to 125th. Then he had the Timbs in it. That's so New York, bro. Off the title screen alone is so New York, man. I just sat there and smiled big, man. I was at wow for the fullest, baby.
Yeah, but he didn't live in Harlem though.
all right, true.
But it's whatever. So I love Spider-Man.
Yeah.
And I love that they got this. And I just hope they got more DLC to go with this DLC.
Shot. Continue.
I just hope they got more DLC to go with this.
You just couldn't give them a good thing without a shot. You had to throw that in.
It's not a game because it's not 5 hours in and I'm 80% done. So
give me DLC. I'm done with him.
I want more
You see how he lures us in, Addict? He always does this. Continue.
No, that was funny.
That was classic. We got set up.
Because that was true, but that was funny.
I need more DLC. Some more DLC.
Yes.
I'm hungry.
Oh, no. But overall, you're good with that, though. You're all good.
Yeah. I'm not playing that system again until they come out with some good games. So, as far as people talking about, this is the best launch for a PlayStation. Y'all never had PlayStation. Y'all not fans. I was there from when the original PlayStation came out with Ridge Race and all that stuff. Y'all not even gonna sit here and try to act like Battle Arena to Shinden and all these.
Talk about it. Jumping Flash.
You Flash in the pan ass dudes.
Language.
Sorry. You're trying to act like this is it. This is not it. You got 2 games, bro. You got Demon Souls and you got Spider-Man. And there's a DLC.
Spider-Man's on PS4.
Oh my God.
Exactly. So you can't say this is the best console launch. It's
fair, but can we at least say
better console launch games? Period. So this is a decent thing for people that were looking for something particular. So if you're looking for something particular, that's all you got. That's all the capping is going to stop. It's going to stop here and it's going to stop now. This is not the best generation for them. And as far as failure, this is the first time that I've seen a console launch with the level of failure rates that's going on in the business.
Fair enough. I would just say one last question, King. It's just that can we at least say from a first party standpoint, they have a little bit more offerings than Series X, which doesn't have their own.
Yeah, of course. Of course. If you wanna do it like that, we can play this game. Let's do this game. All right, let's do it. All right, so Demon Souls is the only game they got, right? That's it.
Okay. And as
so they got one
game.
They got one game that the Series X doesn't have at launch. Okay, then you're gonna say Bright Infinite. So I'll put up Bright Infinite against your Demon Souls, $7.99.
That is so disrespectful. It's funny.
It is, but you know what? We putting up one game that they got and one game again.
Demon Souls is recognized as revered classic, sir.
So it can be recognized as whatever it want to be. I didn't buy it. It's recognized as garbage.
Oh, so this is King's version of Addict's World.
This is
King's version of Addict's World.
Exactamente. I didn't buy it, so it didn't register, so it didn't knock.
Okay.
So it's in the bushes.
Okay,
So
straight in the bushes.
it's Spider-Man.
Miles Morales alone, though, King, based on your theory, should be enough to say that the lineup's superior.
I could have kept my PlayStation 4 for that. Leave me alone.
I can't.
Let's go.
I mean, he's not wrong. He really isn't.
No light out here, son. No light.
No light out here. No love. Okay.
Close that door on them.
Let me.
So hold up.
Yeah.
I got. Hustle says this is the first time you've seen failure rate this high. Did you forget about the 360 King?
First of all, Red Ring of Death wasn't when they launched. How about that? You want to keep it a fuck? How about that? Red Ring of Death didn't happen until 6-7 months in. And then it was like, oh my God, after we've been playing it to death, it wasn't day one. You ain't get home and be like, oh God, Red Ring of Death. No, these literally didn't even have 2 days of playing. And their voice was like, bzow. Bzow. Why is my joint going bzow? No. This is literally this is the equivalent of starting your car and your engine shut off. That's a brand new car. You're like, yo, what the hell is going on with this? Yo, Cog, if this happened to your Range Rover, you'll be calling Range on the phone. Come get this crap right now.
Yeah. No, you're right. I got it.
You know the thing about that too is the Red Ring of Death. They immediately knew what that was, right? That was a heat issue, a heat sink issue.
Right.
No one knows what the hell's going on with these PS5s. We don't know.
Yeah, we don't know.
And the issues are different. Like you said, there's different things going on that could be software or hardware or both.
Yeah.
Liquid metal taking over.
Right. That could be true. We don't know. That's a valid point. Let me get Stitch real quick. File super chat. It sounds like these crashes are related to the data stream. That integrated SSD could be problematic. Just my opinion. Then we got the Gaming Forte DPS podcast. He said the Xbox Series X and PlayStation 5 are here. Can't wait for that Destiny 2 patch in December. Yes, sir. Astrobot has no business being this good. Word. That's happy born day, Cog. Thank you, brother. Today we celebrate you, bro. Please enjoy your day. Thank you, bro.
So I do have a quick in the honor of this Xbox Series X and the PS5, I think I'm going to give away a game to the members in the chat.
Please. Yes, please.
I just want the first member to tell me who won last year's Bend Your Knee Video Game Awards out of the Lords. I will toss you a code in your DMs on Twitter.
Salute. You already know.
But you got to be a member to use it.
Thank you, Delilah, for the happy born day. Look, I made it quick as we going along. Same thing you guys are saying. The good for me, obviously Miles was amazing. Like King said, so New York, so just good to see the representation. So I'm a big fan of that. I'm with Astrobot though. DualSense is a game changer for me. I'll be honest, I was in the camp prior when people were talking about it of like, oh, it's gimmick and da-da-da, until you play it and like you in the little monkey suit and you're grabbing the arm and you're doing the thing and I'm like, I can't believe I'm liking this. And I'm like, then the beat is coming on and like the GPU and all this stuff. And I'm like, yo, this is fun. And then it's like, it's such a love letter to everything Sony. Even when you have all the different consoles and you know what I'm saying? It really, they did a fantastic, like when I heard about the game as a pack-in, I'm like, I'll be honest, I'm like, whatever. Like, I'm not going to play it. And shout out to Requeno because he got me to play it. But when I did, I had a lot of fun. I actually tested the microphone with the controller in party chat. And it actually was not that bad. It just the volume of who you're talking to coming through your controller is a little low.
I think that's going to be an issue.
It may be, but I mean, look.
I feel like imagine all those people that is it automatically turned on the moment you unhook it, or do you have to manually turn it on in the settings? There's
literally a button underneath the PlayStation button to actually mute it, so you can mute the microphone so that they don't hear that kind of thing.
I feel like you're going to get into people don't really do public chats like that anyway. Most people are in parties, but you're going to have that like when you go into multiplayers with like Rainbow Six Siege and stuff. There's always that one dude that has all the background noise.
Yeah, there might be that one dude.
I just feel like you're gonna see that more now.
But the thing is, the cool thing, what I like about their party chat system, whatever they call it, group thing, I feel it's more control over party chat, more control over each individual. I think the setup of that in the UI has really improved. I like the social aspect better because I've never been a fan of their social aspect, right? And it's like in previous iterations of the UI, I've never felt Sony took the social aspect as serious as Xbox does when it comes to party. So for me, again, shout out to Requeno. He was the first person he saw.
Multiplayer isn't their strength, so.
Right? But I feel like now they're taking it more serious with the way the options are presented with the UI. It is.
Do you think Call of Duty did that to them? Because when they got Call of Duty back, they really started prioritizing group chat and chat in-game functionalities more. I've noticed that
And
when
they also
got the market on it.
expanded the party chat limit too.
Yeah, expanded the limit. You know, obviously we know they have the license with that. I want to shout out the Pathless, a little hidden gem. It wasn't what I thought.
Did you buy that?
Yeah, bought that off. Come on, that's G.I. Joe Ninjas Jinx. Come
Well,
on,
yeah.
pal.
Well, see, I mean, I remember you capping, and I remember me.
Yeah, I know you was gonna be on me if I didn't. Here's the
wasn't
thing.
gonna buy it.
How much
How
you
is
want
it?
to bet he bought that so he ain't ever gonna
Oh
play
no,
it?
I'm please shut up. So the thing, listen, I
He
will
bought that
say
because he was scared of King.
it's different than what I thought. Yeah, King only put pressure on me with Ghost of Tsushima. I was like, I'm finishing this game. I'm never gonna hear it. But the whole thing, yeah, he put pressure. But the thing is, it's different what I thought. I thought it was kind of like just open platform and maybe a little stealth. It's really not that. It's speed oriented. You gotta get the arrow. You maintaining this constant speed. And then she's got the movement and stuff like that. It's cool. And I will say that the world is kind of those worlds that I like, those where the game doesn't really hold your hand, like another world. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to figure things out kind of thing. So shout out to that. It is actually a decent, I'm not going to say it's next gen looking. You know what I'm saying? It's an indie style
It's like
title.
the Falconeer. Because I want to buy the Falconeer.
It's an indie, but I gotta say, like, I was impressed with that. And I did some back compat, and I just want to shout out Tekken 7 was impressive. 60, really looked good. Yeah. Days Gone. Oh my God, Days Gone is a whole different game.
Wait, so okay, question.
Well, good.
Did you get the streaming one, or did you purchase the game?
Yeah. So basically, you have the PlayStation collection now. I didn't cop Days Gone in the beginning. So it was so cool to that I got PlayStation, Plus, and I seen it on the collection and downloaded that bad boy. The collection is lit. No, I'm telling you right now, they got that. They got
well, I say I'm gonna get the whenever I'm able to log in. That's probably one of the only games, older games that I really wanted to play.
Yes.
That I said I was gonna wait for the PlayStation 5 to play.
I'm gonna tell you right now, that 60 frames hit different with that game. Good. Now the only thing though. At first, I thought it was something wrong with the PlayStation 5 controller. The bike, they told me it's the game. They have the worst bike mechanics I've ever seen in driving a motorcycle.
It's terrible.
Okay, thank you. Because I thought it was Ains. I thought it was so bad that I would lightly tap the controller.
Yeah.
And the bike is flying all over this. I'm like, yo, what is going on? So, Ains, I never played Days Gone. So I'm thinking, the DualSense is just too sensitive for this game.
No. It's been bad since day one.
The bike mechanics are horrible. Yeah. But shout out to the 60, and the rest of the game looks phenomenal. And the last thing I'll say, Ghost of Tsushima, good Lord, at 60 frames. It hit different. And then on my OLED, I'm seeing beads of sweat down the character face. I'm seeing things I ain't see. I'm like, this is crazy. So yeah, shout out to them. Last I gotta get to the bad real quick. In my opinion, now that I've had both, I don't feel the loading as fast as I thought it was going to be. Not that it's slow. It's better than a regular hard drive. But coming from the Series X, I felt like things were zippier. You know what I'm saying? And
that's the user interface, though.
Yeah, we got to talk about the storage. Some weird designs. When I was downloading Miles Morales, it's giving me the option to download the PS4 version, and I'm like, why? I don't want that. Just tailoring me to what I'm on. You know what I'm saying? And the addict mentioned this is my own fault. You know what I'm saying? But I assume my dumb self thought that because I had PSN and I had cloud saves, that it was automatic, and it was. So I factory reset my PlayStation 4 before.
No.
So I traded my joint in. So I'm like, yeah, PlayStation 5. I got PS Now. Let's go. All my saves. Ghost of Tsushima's finished. I got a platinum on. I'm ready for New Game Plus. No, you're not.
Oh, damn.
No, you're not.
Ooh, that hurts.
You gonna start from the beginning because you were supposed to manually upload. This is not Xbox. You gotta manually upload.
I have that same issue right now, right? All I want to do is just log into my PlayStation Network and just download my games over. I got to start The Last of Us 2 again. I got to start Ghost of Tsushima from the beginning.
I got to do Persona, man. I've started Persona 3 times.
A tear
all my
dropped
stuff
out.
was
I had everything in Ghost of Tsushima. That is the only PlayStation game I've platinumed, the tear down
What
my
year
eye.
are we living in, Ains?
Bro.
What year is this?
I make that argument all the time.
You
They
know,
drive me crazy.
Let me
They
make
drive me
one-
crazy with their lack of application design, man. It's bizarre to me.
Like,
Let
that's
me-
like you going to get a cell phone and your joint is supposed to transfer over. Just boom, just put the cord in, boom, or you just you sold your phone, you got the new one, and you just log into your Google and nothing shows up.
I lost.
What the hell is this?
I lost.
Well, you
everything.
can't. It's their entire like ecosystem design. It's just not there.
It's
Like
disgusting.
I made this argument to someone else. Like I went to do screenshots like crazy from Demon Souls, and I just want to pull them up and share them. Right? Not you can do it through Twitter on the UI. Other than that, you can't get them unless you want to stick a USB drive in. I'm like, my friend's like, it's easy, man. Just put them on USB. I'm like, dude, this isn't 2005. Why am I putting stuff on USB drives?
To transfer. Christopher's like, come on, Star. Why don't you just ask? Look, I come from the Xbox ecosystem. When you have it said it supports cloud saves, and I enabled it on my PS4. So yes, it's my fault for not doing extra diligence, but I assumed that it would automatically upload to their cloud. That's what I'm used to from Xbox.
We are coming from a different level of air. Okay, we're coming from highfalutin. So when we come down to mess with the peasants, we don't expect to be mud on the floor.
On the rail,
on the rail, it's ridiculous.
Yeah,
I know a lot in the chat. I don't know exactly how it works. I'm assuming it's manual uploads, but if it's not, you definitely correct us in the comment section. But look, on Xbox, and this isn't no like console war stuff, but it's just there. Like you don't have to do anything.
Yeah.
I've had like at least 3. If I wanted to go into my brother's right now, just sign into my Xbox and play it on there. I don't have to do any kind of manual stuff. But I do want to say something real quick.
Yeah,
we have a lot of codes, and I needed to get rid of a lot of them. So if we have 250 likes on this podcast, I'll drop a code in the chat.
No doubt. But look, at the end of the day, it didn't automatically download. And I checked the setting on the thing. Now, strangely enough, on the PS5, they now have the setting to say, do you want your game saves to automatically go to the cloud? So clearly they have something now in place. They must have realized it was an issue because that setting never existed on PlayStation 4.
No, with PS5, they're making on their back end infrastructure, they're making a hard cut to new infrastructure essentially, which is long overdue.
Yeah.
But it's frustrating, man. Xbox years ago, and let's be honest, they have Microsoft, right? So they have that power to just your profile on Xbox is holistic, right? Yeah. It has your games, your saves, your platforms. It's all one. Sony doesn't have that.
Yeah. Real quick, Pixelbit G said, from your primary console, if you have PSN, your files are online. So is that the same way that? I assume that's how people share digital libraries over there. Is making someone else's stuff their home, correct?
Yeah, similar.
So if I'm making someone else's my home, is my stuff not going to upload? That makes no sense. I'll just continue.
Anyway, look, I'm getting distracted. We're going long. At the end of the day, and obviously, like King said, we're not going to ignore it. The elephant in the room right now is the crashing. I be honest, I thought it was not. I'm not saying that it wasn't real. I just thought it was incidental. I didn't think it was serious. Isolated, right? Until it happened to me. And strangely enough, my thing was weird because it wasn't during a game when it happened. For me, I had safely shut down my system into rest mode. I always, do into rest mode. And then I remember I was like, I want to do something later. And I came to boot it back up. And I'm like, yo, it's not powering on. What's going on? So I start freaking out. Like, yo, why is my joint not powering? So then I unplugged, put it back. Then I seen it, and then it came back, and they got that whole rebuilding, the whole thing again. So, look, I don't know if it's tied directly to rest mode. I just can speak to myself. This is going from PS4. I've always had issues with rest mode on PlayStation. I've had times where it's supposed to do a firmware update or games download in the back. As soon as, let's say I don't play my PlayStation for a couple days. As soon as I come to boot it up, it's booting up into a rebooting and rebuilding database. Your PlayStation was not shut down. So there's clearly something in the way they're handling, in my opinion, background downloading and system firmware updates that doesn't. When I do that on Xbox, when I do that on Xbox, here's the difference. Either the system's already updated by the time I've, in that idle state, or when you do turn it on, it's like, yo, we're ready for an update, fam. You know what I'm saying? And then you go. But that's the thing. And I'm worried if that's the case here because I'm seeing a lot of people with this problem. But that's what I got. Anyway, all caught up with the chats, Addict, because we gotta move it.
I don't see anymore.
I think I seen Pixel Bit. Oh, shout out Mods. Damn, you did miss. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, we did miss a couple. Yeah.
All I see is because I can't go up any
no,
further.
Fine. Perfect Shogun. Beyond Light Grind in full effect. Drop some stasis on that like button, no doubt. Freeze that. Mods Gaming. You already know. Poland in the house to the man. Thank you, brother. Happy birthday card. Great show as always. Thank you, brother. Much appreciated. LordsOfGaming.net. Shout out to Mods. And then Pixel Bit G, $2 super chat. No dudes. Check your online saves. Manual download. Yeah, that's what I heard too. Super Gav 87. Salute with the £5. I'll be playing xCloud at work tonight, so when I get home, I can just carry on where I left off on my Series X. You can't beat that. Yeah, that is a fact, man. Look, we got to move up.
I can't wait for that medium to come out.
Look,
me too, man.
Yes.
Me too.
I'm going to combine the last two topics, basically. Series X, we'll finish it off, and your favorite games, you know what I'm saying, as far as the, both consoles. So, Clowns, I'm going to set it off with you because I know you didn't have a PlayStation, so I want to get you going. Xbox Series X, just, what stood out for you now that you've had time with it and your favorite games for it?
Well, I got to say, right now, my favorite game on Xbox Series X it's an older game, Wreckfest. It loads super fast, and I love it. I'm not having any like frame dips I did on the One X or any jitter, and it just runs like butter smooth even off a USB external. The other thing too that I'm actually starting to like, Cognito, and you might have to help me out with this one, is Destiny 2.
Welcome home,
I'm
brother.
starting
Come
to
back
get
in.
into it,
What is
man.
nice?
So
What is nice?
Gonna need your help on that one.
I got you, brother.
Don't get Cog started, man.
Yeah.
Look, man, I'm not touching that.
to
I'm not touching that console to December the 8th.
It's not that bad though. With the NVMe, it's still not that bad.
It's not that bad, but I played all yesterday and the day
I know.
before
Your
on
eyes
PC.
your eyes
It's
are-
beautiful.
And I ain't doing none of that brain stuff down on PC to be able to go on Xbox like Forte does.
Listen to you,
No.
bougie.
I just won't play on Xbox until it's on the PC version.
Cap bougie. Continue, Clowns.
It's not bougie. It's just I ain't getting the headache.
Continue.
He wants to join us, Cog. You know he does.
He does.
Watch Dogs.
Join you? I
Legion.
used to be there. What you
Time!
talking about?
Time! Let Clowns get his balls off.
Watch Dogs Legion, man, I'm really obsessed with this game. I'm like a 10 out of 10 on this one. So yeah, dude, I'm like stuck in this. And then I got into community game night that Tushy was doing yesterday with it was like 10 people, Assassin Lupa and a lot of other people in there. We were playing Forza Horizon 4, and man, oh, that
Beautiful.
loaded so quick.
Yes.
No issues with load times at all. Just that some people got to understand how to join a convoy. That's it. But other than that, it was great, man. So every game I throw on this Series X is just beautiful. Doesn't matter if it's optimized or not. It just loads like it should.
Yes.
No issues.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. No, fantastic experience to be getting a gaming by choice. $20 super chat. Happy birthday, Cog. Thank you, brother. And much respect to the Lords. I'm loving my Series X, but having issues with Watch Dogs Legion saves. I lost 10 hours because of save issues. Wow.
Whoa.
That sucks.
See, I haven't had that issue. I know that there was like a
10
weird
hours
glitch.
is a lot.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
There's a weird glitch
10
in the
hours is
beginning.
when I stopped playing.
There was a mission glitch, but they fixed that like 2-3 days after launch.
Okay.
I had an incident in Watch Dogs Legions where like my audio completely left and like I didn't have no audio. It didn't matter. I hard reset, didn't matter. It took like I think there was a patch that came out a couple days later because I had it before launch that fixed it, but it was just like I couldn't play it without the audio.
Like, I feel you.
Yeah.
Real quick, Klaus, I'll give it right back to you then. JD Gamer files is looking spooky over here for me. I was sad I couldn't get the PlayStation 5 for launch days, but now I'm thinking maybe I'll wait. Too many parts. Look, if you could get it, get it. That's my thing. But continue, Clowns, as far as your experience and then your top games.
Yeah, I think the biggest issue that people were having is that sometimes you're in the middle of a game on the Series X and then you get like an update and then it takes you out of the game.
Yeah.
And then sometimes it might feel like it's glitching the game, but it's really not. It's just a matter of where you actually installed the game. And I think Jess Gordon had an article on Windows Central on how to fix issues like that. So shout out to him.
Shout out to Jess.
I think that's more of a game developer issue than an Xbox issue on how they transfer the information back and forth through the Series X.
Yeah. No doubt, no doubt. And if you have to rank them, I just got to get you out of here. If you got to rank them, like, what's the top 3 games for you?
Watch Dogs Legion #1.
Mm.
Wreckfest #2.
Mm.
And I would go AC Valhalla #3.
Okay, got Valhalla there. First mention, no doubt, no doubt. Let's get my man Ains, man. So now, like I said, impressions and your top 3 now that you've got a lot of time with it.
Yeah, Series X, really, really impressive. I think what benefited Xbox here, besides all the obvious things we discussed, is how they've been iterative, right? Yeah. So we came into day one with that UI being battle tested. Do you know what I mean? It wasn't a brand new thing that millions of people were testing on day one. We already knew how it worked and it was going to work.
Let me ask you a question about the UI. Would you rather a new UI or just this UI that knows going to issues? Because I think that's one of the reasons that Xbox didn't lose no features going into next gen is because we're using the same UI. Would you rather that or a fresh new UI like PlayStation does? Because I do think there's some give and take with both of those.
Yeah, I agree with you, Addict. I personally, for me, I love the iterative design, right? Because they're always improving. And they're learning, they're making it better. Now
in the chat, you can answer in the chat if you guys want.
Yeah, I do get the argument of you turn it on and it doesn't feel new, right? I get that argument because for generations now we've had something new every launch. We're in a different era now, man. They're way more complex. There's a lot more that goes into them. We're seeing some of the things with the PS5 UI being new where there's issues or missing features, right? We don't have that problem on Xbox because they've been updating it along the way. So I get the argument of it not feeling brand new, but I'm a functionality guy. Everything I know and love and need is there and it works. So that's my personal opinion.
Top 3 to get you out.
Yeah. Series X. Let's see. So I'm glad Clowns called out Legion. I love Legion. I've reviewed it. I love that game. It's a really, really strong game. So definitely check that out if you haven't. That's up there. Valhalla is definitely top 2. I think I have a top 2, and I already said it, which is Valhalla and Demon Souls. So I'm playing Valhalla on the Series X. It is absolutely stunning. I don't get anywhere because I take a screenshot like every 10 seconds. It's ridiculous.
That's what you love it.
Let me shout out. I got to do it for chat. I got to do it for King. Tetris Effect.
Woo!
Play it. I know it's Tetris. Even if you don't like Tetris, it's incredible, and it has a 3-player co-op mode that wasn't on the PS4 version with VR. It's so much fun if you get 2 buddies and you're just playing 3-player co-op against the computer. I even saw Jez posted. He's like, buy $500 console, play Tetris. I'm like, damn right. You know what I mean? Like,
I saw Jez's tweet. Yeah,
it's that good.
He was going after me, little weirdo.
Salute to Jez, man.
And the only other thing I'll shout out I was playing is Observer Redux, which is a Bloober Team game like Medium, like Blair Witch and whatnot. They enhanced it for next gen. It's really, really sharp if you like those crazy Bloober Team games. So. But Demon Souls and Valhalla are 1 and 2 far and away for me.
No doubt, man. Strong list, man. Lord Addict, man. Now you had time, Series X, and then I need your top 3.
I like the Series X. I don't really have no issues. Like I said, so I got the X and I hooked it up. And my mom came over from her boyfriend. She was sitting on my bed. She's like, "Oh, that's your new console." I'm like, "Yeah." She's like, "Why does it look exactly like the other one?" Talking about the UI.
Yeah. The UI. Like, she went in on the UI.
Yeah, and I was like, I understand. Like, if my mom can see something like that, definitely other people can. No. But it's just like I like the UI. I don't really have an issue with it, and it is a saying: if it's not broke, don't fix it.
But I always think there's some cool refinements, especially when you hit the guide button. I love how things are organized on the bottom part of the guide. It's very intuitive. You now get your notifications, you got your store, I don't know, I just like the little nuances there.
They definitely rebranded it. It's not the same UI that was in there a couple months ago.
Right.
If you're in the preview program, you've seen this for a couple weeks or at least a month. And the store especially, like they gotta copy the PlayStation store low key.
No doubt.
But as far as games,
what's your 3? What's your top 3 that you're rocking?
I had to give.
Let's go.
Let me think here.
Let's go.
I'm not gonna put them in order. Probably one of them is State of Decay 2. Because the game just runs so good, it's unreal.
Nice.
Like, and I feel like if the game would have came out running like that, it wouldn't have so much bad areas with it. Assassin's Creed Valhalla, that game is amazing.
Yes.
And I'm looking at my games now. I have to give Borderlands 3. Like,
wow, I haven't played
Borderlands got a Series X patch.
Yeah.
And it runs so smooth. Like, it's probably the most impressive patch I've seen on the platform.
Nice. Let me get Jonathan B. the super chat that went up. Follow super chat. I don't know about y'all, but my Series X has been hotboxing. Gonna be crazy when Microsoft starts drug testing your system to get game updates. What? Oh my God. Shout out to Corneristic. $5 super chat. Cog, I need your help regarding Destiny. I'm an Xbox ambassador. Should I share my gamer tag here? Absolutely, if you want, or you can message me on Twitter at Lord Cognito in the DM. You already know what
if you don't feel comfortable, you can always message any of us.
Yeah, message me in the DM. That's fine. Gamer by choice. $5 super chat. I am loving Legions except for save issues, which makes it unplayable. I brought Ultimate Edition and asking for money back. Wow. A lot of issues looks like going on there. Let's get the king in, man. Now that you have been rocking and rolling for a bit with that Series X in your top 3.
Okay, well, the last time we did a whole interface switch over, we lost Netflix and everything. So that was really idiotic. Going from the 360 to the Xbox One.
You know what's crazy, King? How bare the Xbox One was.
It was terrible.
Like they didn't have the friends list didn't pop up. Like you know how every friend popped up. None of that.
Nothing. Everybody has revisionist history and forget exactly what really went down. So the switch from 2013 to now, it's a group of individuals that love you. Because they knew exactly what was wrong and they did not repeat the same mistakes. Now I watched Phil's interview. Shout out to Phil Dominus, Maximus Aurelius Spencer. I watched his video and he said he wanted a Halo. He wanted a Halo bad. He wanted a Halo for launch, and he knows. And I feel that. But brother, being that I didn't get a chance to, salute you, and we didn't have our E3 talk. This is a 10, brother. This is a 10. Your team goes by you. This is a 10. Like from the implementation of the UI changing, because I remember when it was changing before the console launched, and then the console launched, and then I was doing quick resume before, but didn't know what I was doing because it was popping up on my screen, but I didn't understand what it would be when I had that SSD inside. And now that I have all of these functionalities, everything is in place. You built this house and it was ready. Addy keeps talking about State of Decay. The wildest thing was I put on State of Decay. My son came running down the steps to see it. Now, I got to give Sovereign his respect because Sovereign hates when I was making my TV brute force things. Yeah. Right. So when I was
No Man's Sky is one we didn't talk about.
I'm gonna get to it.
When I was playing Xbox One X, I would have to put the fake HDR on, and I would have to put the brute force mode to boost my TV to put every game damn near to 60 frames. It'll force it. I took that off with the Series X. Dear God. Dear God.
Crazy.
So I'm playing Destiny. So the first State of Decay, that's one. PUBG.
Didn't try PUBG, yeah.
It is.
Oh, I need to try it, man. Yeah. I need to try it.
It is what I suffered through hell with PUBG.
You was there at the beginning. Remember the clay buildings?
I was there when I was loading into the floor.
Yep.
Facts.
You remember you'd be playing mid game and it would just stop? Yeah. And you'd have to reload to keep playing?
Yeah, that's sacrifice back in the day.
Me, Brad, we got stories. And Brad, I go back and play it. I put it on and I said, dear God. It was a moment I said, dear God, and I got killed. But it was, dear God.
Sleepy Goblin said, don't play that dear God game, King. It's terrible.
You're crazy. So, all right. So, and then Gears Tactics.
Woo!
You guys is capping.
Looks really good too.
It's a good game.
For you capping for next gen and all this other stuff.
Talk about it, King.
Okay. You over there talking. Nobody's talking about Gears Tactics. Y'all keep talking about Gears 5, but you ain't throw that Gears Tactics
Talk
on.
about it.
Y'all want next gen. but keep talking about 2-3 games. Like stuff is happening. This is what happens when the media controls your views and what goes on for you. Put on that Gears Tactics, and I defy you to come back to me and tell me that's not next gen, because that PC was doing that, but that Xbox One X couldn't do that. So the Series X is definitely on one. So I'm taking a step back because I only got 3, because I definitely threw Tetris, and I think Tetris is God body.
I saw you playing.
So my PlayStation 5, the user interface on the PlayStation 5, it doesn't make no never mind to me.
Right.
What I didn't like with the PlayStation 4 was everything was hold up, wait a second, hold up, wait a second, click a button, wait a minute, timeout. That's gone.
Yes.
So now I can jump from game to game, and I can zip around. Excuse me. That's my cough. But it's better. So over a period of time, they're gonna fix, hopefully, whatever's going on with the system, but it's better.
Yeah.
You know, and that's all I ever ask. All I ever ask is it to be a little bit more zippier,
right?
A little bit more better, a little bit more refined. It looks like the same thing to me, so I really can't tell you all my friends, because I don't care to talk to nobody over there. I don't care for none of that. I'm there for the single player AAA bangers that I play in the corner by myself, and I'm one and done, and I'm out of there. Is going to see a girl that you don't want to see, but you gotta see her because she's hot. You gotta see her for that period of time when she come through, and then after those 8 hours, you should get up out of there and you go right back to your real life. All right. So the hell with her hotness. You just hot once a year when she come through. But other than that, it's all right. And the dual sense controller, it feels great. It feels great. It's the best PlayStation controller, period. I don't care what nobody say. They do need to shave this down because it's gonna hurt.
You gonna stop with the
it's
not cutting nobody.
Watch your fingers. It'll cut you. But
anyway, so what was your 3? Just to recall, I
only got one game, so it's Miles Morales, and another order of Miles Morales.
Right. Okay. And you said what was your Series X? So before I move on.
Gears Tactics, PUBG, and State of Decay. I didn't buy any games because Black Friday. 2 for 2 is on Black Friday, guys. Target and GameStop is the stores that you want to look out for. Please make sure that you wait before you go out and wasting all this money, because you can buy, and all the new games is going to be buy 2 get 1 free or buy 2 get 2 free. So just take the time out. Just don't go crazy. Just 1 week. That's all you got to do is wait. And I'm going to get Valhalla and all these other games, and then I can talk about those later. But right now, I'm not wasting that money.
No doubt. Kid, I see you sneak back in. I just need your top 3. I don't know if Kid's still there. I see him jump in.
Top 3
games for both platforms. I didn't get that from you.
Okay. So easily I don't have a whole lot of games for PlayStation, or am I combining them, or is it just
either one? No. Actually, 3 for each. That's what I would prefer.
Okay, 3 for all right. So obviously, the Astrobot is a pack, and everybody has it. I suggest you try it.
Right.
Spider-Man Miles Morales, giving you both that fidelity and 60 frames, that option. I haven't played it yet, but based off the Metascore, I guess you have to go Demon Souls. Obviously, those are the top 3 for the PlayStation 5, and I should be getting my Demon Souls from Jansen next week. So
shout out to Jansen for helping the whole community continue.
Yeah. Xbox. Wow, this is
tough.
So obviously my Gotti contender, Assassin's Creed Valhalla. It's one of it's too bad Saul ain't here, because I know when he was
Saul
doing that.
Saul will be going in. Yeah, Saul will be going in.
This is that work. The other game I'm going to say for Xbox that you would should definitely, that's in a top 3. What was the other one that I've been playing? I've also, like I said, you want something like arcadey, you can. I'm gonna just go. I'm not gonna go with the games that they re-optimize.
Right.
But I'm gonna say, go ahead, do Dirt 5.
I gotta get it now, man. You guys get me excited. I gotta get it.
It's I didn't. I went into the game because I was like, I got Forza Horizon. I really don't care to play this. But I went in there with that expectation and everybody dogging it, and to be like, oh, I did not expect this.
Mm-hmm.
So definitely Dirt 5, and then geez, Attic, what game was I playing on the? I feel like I was cycling. Right now, I'm also currently playing Black Ops Cold War, and that campaign is fire.
Yeah, I'm getting that on Friday.
The game looks dope.
That's what's up.
I know it's a cross-gen game, but but I'm saying this right now because I have not yet, believe it or not, I have not yet played Gears 5 on Series X yet. I haven't played Gears 6
You're hurting yourself,
on
brother.
Series X yet.
Yeah.
I haven't played. There's these handful of games that I haven't touched. Like I jumped into Sekiro, and I was like, ooh, I might be much better this time around.
No doubt.
Yeah, but those are it. And honestly, you ask me this question next week, it's probably gonna change. But Assassin's Creed Valhalla, I expect that to be at the top because it's right now, currently, it's my Gotti.
Oh, no, it's your guy. It's your guy. Shout out to Scrolly Dan, $2 Canadian. No top 3 yet, but that CX has still been the king. Yes, sir. That CX is fire to God. Let you already know. Ains, I never got your PlayStation 3, I think.
Yeah, well, sad thing is I'm only playing 3 games on PlayStation, so you got them. Elder Scrolls, Sackboy, and Astrobot. Definitely shout out to Astrobot. Don't sleep on it being packed in. We already said that.
Yeah.
And if you like platformers, like I already said, if you like platformers, 3D platformers, don't sleep on Sackboy. I know it looks cutesy, but it's a good game.
Factual. Look, I'll make mine quick as far as my Xbox experience. Quick resume, the feature I didn't think I would need.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Quick resume, man. I mean, it is, when you see that little quick resume come up in that corner for a game and you just write exactly where you paused and left off at, it's the feature I didn't realize I needed. It is game changing. It's truly transformed. I feel it's a next gen experience.
I joke that I can't even pick up my phone anymore.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, remember when you can look at a loaded screen?
No, it's a habit, right? Like you click a button and you pick up your phone, and by the time I pick it up, it's already there, and I'm like, all right, you know, like, yeah, it's amazing.
Absolutely. So I got to shout out that King. You said the words out of my mouth. You know, everyone's talking about, you know, the first party offerings. I get it. But people acting like Gears Tactics don't exist. And if you play it, listen, I'm gonna say something spicy. Splash damage or combination of splash damage coalition, in my opinion, the cinemas in that game
is the best.
Blow away Gears 5. I don't know what they doing with Gabe Diaz and his animation and everything else. I don't know what's going on. Even from the title screen, when you see the character just sitting there before you press the button, it pops off the screen. And that's Unreal Engine 4, just like them. Yo, it's phenomenal. And then for people who's like, yo, but it's PC, it's the same thing. Here's the thing, it's not. They added a jack mode. Not only that, they've added new enemies, new mechanics. You know what I'm saying? It is 1,000 times better.
But Cog, even if they said it's PC, you know, regardless to what, that's what Microsoft wants you to play at.
Right, but at the end of the day,
yeah, you can play it wherever they tell you to play at, and just get over there and play it. Just because, you know, one console can't do it, don't be derogatory to the other one because they're ambidextrous. I'm sorry.
Look, at the end of the day, it's going to be a whole generation of console guys that never played it. And I really, bro, it's in Game Pass. Give it a shot. That game, I know tactics games aren't for everyone. Turn-based, but it's one of the best, and it's really done. And here's the last thing. Shut up.
Painsforing a dude is so satisfactory,
bro. And they got the best boss fights you'll ever see in a turn-based. It's and the story, everything is on point. High quality, AAA production, story and cinematics. You're getting prequel gear. It's really good. Anyway. 120 hertz games, amazing. Didn't notice it until I felt like competitive stuff. I put Rainbow Six Siege in. I'm trashing that game. I'm gonna tell y'all right now, that 120, bro. I was moving and shaking. I was killing. I was getting wins.
I gotta point this out before we close out.
What's up?
Tell me how this man, Kid Smooth, put on the suit for Spidey, that the one from Spider-Verse that halves the frame rate because they wanted to appeal more to the movie itself. And he went on Twitter saying that the game was bugged and didn't know the suit did that.
Oh my gosh!
I didn't say the game was bugged. I said that I thought the frame that motion.
You was clouded. Let's not act like you weren't clouded.
I wasn't clowning.
Still stuck with frame rate.
That was
hashtag PlayStation 5
Did you see all the tweets though? Like what happened was
we'll talk about this after.
Yeah, we'll talk about it.
Yes,
hey,
please.
we gotta
makes me look like a fool.
He said, "Yeah." I know. Time, kid. You'll defend yourself, please. Also, we believe you. We believe you. Look, at the end of the day, that I will say, like Attic mentioned, No Man's Sky, y'all. I haven't played in a minute, and bro, 4K 60 hit different. It is truly playable and amazing.
It's kind of crazy what they've done with that game.
Yes.
Yeah.
Don't throw that on. And for me personally, as far as the last point I say about the system, dynamic latency input is a change. I do feel the speed, the everything with that controller. Shout out to Jason Ronald when we had him on. He mentioned that. I can't lie. The UI, the loading, everything is zippy. Everything just feels much faster. I have to say that. As far as the bad, I gotta mention, they gotta fix the sharing clips on HDR or something. It's something.
Yes.
It's very dark. It's very, I don't know what's going on. Like they gotta fix that because these games look beautiful. You want to share them, and then you looking at the shared joint, and you're like, yo, why is it like I'm in the some dark tunnel? You know what I'm saying? And I gotta mention it. Shout out to Dealer Game. I know you mad at me, but I gotta say it. The download times, y'all. I never experienced this with Xbox One X. I don't know what's going on. I'm going to attribute it to launch week. Right?
It's definitely on the Xbox One X.
Because when I downloaded games on my Xbox One X and Xbox One, I didn't think about it. I would just, could play, and then you get the little pop-up, it's done. I'm noticing games are taking longer. So I don't know what's happening. And is it just because it's a worldwide launch and it's just, so I'm going to test it further to see. But that's something I know. Games are taking really long, and to do the download. But that's it. And as far as my 3, Gears Tactics, got to shout out Yakuza Like a Dragon. I got to shout out. And for me, a lot of Xbox guys always complain, oh, we don't get the Japanese games. Oh, Phil. Oh, get out there and support. Because at the end of the day, this is a game that's launching first on Series X, and look, it's wacky, it's over the top, but it's fun, it's crazy. I'm having a good time, man. I want more of this, and I'm doing my performance mode on that joint. And the last, I know I'm gonna get killed for this, Bright Memory, man. Look, screen tearing, I get it. It's a glorified demo, I get it. But yo, $7. It's $8. It's made by one guy. All I'm gonna say is, it just shows you the potential of what could be with the Infinite that's going to come, which is a full game with him with a team. You know what I'm saying? I just feel that what he's able to do graphically, what he's able to do is cut. I like his boss fights. I like the music. Look, is the story nonsensical and foolish? Yes. You know what I'm saying? Is it over the top? Yes. But I think he's got something. You know what I'm saying? And I think, just give it a time. Go ahead. What's up?
Cog, I agree with you. I was a little bit embarrassed to be like, I'm kind of messing with this.
Bro.
But the thing is, though, tell me you didn't notice a little bit of, souls. A little bit of Devil May
souls
Cry.
with the and you fighting the boss. She's like, yo, I can't shoot with the bullets. Then you're doing the dash and you're doing the sword. They look like they got a Demon Souls first person joint going on. I think he got potential with this.
Now, I don't know if you noticed, though, just to give you a heads up, though, that demo is the legit full PC version.
Time.
All right,
ready to.
All right. We gotta go. We gotta go. But look, at the end of the day, it is it's a lazy port. We know it's just PC. You literally moving it like a mouse over the joint. We know. Look, I understand the jank. That's all I'm gonna say. At the end of the day, check that out. PlayStation 5, Astrobot, we already went. Ghost already went, and obviously Miles, and that's it. Let's get the poll. Let's get up out of here because we are crazy late, as King is saying. So, new ILP poll this week. Shout out to Jansen, it's courtesy of him. With the arrival of both next-gen consoles, which next-gen feature has impressed you the most? So the choices are A, the entire DualSense, the feature set, haptic feedback, all that. B, Xbox Series X quick resume. Or C, I don't care. Y'all PS5s is crashing all the time, and your Series X stay on fire. Those are the choices. Please rock the vote when you come out. Yo, shout out to everybody that came through. Lord Brap, Lord Ainsley Bowden, Lord Kid Smooth, Lord Clouds. 3-hour marathon. I apologize. I got you guys super long. Let's get in with Ainsley and Kid first. Let's get Kid because I know he's working for work. Where can people find you? What you got going on, sir?
Find me on Twitter at Kid Smooth. Find me on YouTube at Kid Smooth. I got pretty much some console reviews to do. PS5, Xbox, some game reviews I'll be pushing out. So it's gonna be.
That reminds me, I gotta make thumbnails.
Yeah. But that's it, man. Thank you guys, Iron Lords, man. You guys have been awesome, man.
No doubt. Appreciate you, man. Shout out to somebody super chat. Bright memories like Souls Crisis and Bulletstorm. I'm with you, man. I think they on to something. I'm gonna hit them with the on to something. So let's get Ains, man. Where can people find you? What you got going on, sir?
Yeah, great times as always, guys. Appreciate it. Just seasongaming.com. You can find all of our stuff there. I'm Porsche Power on everywhere, PSN, Xbox, Twitter, and doing just got into streaming recently and working through Demon Souls right now. So it's actually a good time, and kind of sharing the experience with some people. So if you want to check out Demon Souls, you don't play those games, but you want to come hang out with just some chill people and check it out, find me there. That's Porsche Power as well. So thanks as always, guys.
No doubt about it. Thanks for rocking. I know you've done a lot of shows, man. Again, shout out to you. Bro, I feel so guilty keeping you.
I think I'm attached to this chair at this point.
Bro, shout out to the Big Cash. Shout out to your team, man. Shout out to Dan. He's always making me laugh. We trying to do that Latino.
Oh, by the way, Kyle, make sure Dan's trying to not buy Yakuza because he hates the turn-based stuff. Give him shit.
Oh, I would give. Yes, I got you. Yeah, we gonna get him. We definitely.
Make sure you hit him up. Everyone hit up Dan.
Bro, I'm on everybody that's not supporting Yakuza because y'all always complain. Ain't no Japanese games. And now it's here. Ain't nobody buying.
Time.
Okay, sorry. Lord Italian Clouds, man. It's been a minute, brother. 4 guys with quarters, my bro. Man, where can people find you? What you got going on, man?
Hey, man, thanks for having me. It's always a pleasure being in the row, man. Goes back to the Toys R Us days.
Facts.
You know what I mean?
Facts.
Everybody can find me at Italian Clowns, and I'm all social media and 4 guys with quarters. We did an interview with Scott Millard. He's part of the Bluebird team of companies. He is the publisher for Feardemic. And I actually have 3 big interviews coming up. I have one with Jim Heigel from EA.
Nice.
I have Jimmy Palmiotti. I don't know if you guys are familiar with him, but he is a writer, producer of film, TV, comics, and games. Writer of Harley Quinn. Helped on the Suicide Squad movie and Harley Quinn movie. Then we might have somebody from Seattle, Washington, but
exclusive.
PR has to do their thing, so hopefully
exclusive.
Hopefully it passes, and they see that I'm a good dude, and I just hope so, man. But yeah, 4 guys with quarters.
All right, first of all, salute to you clowns, man. You guys been grinding for a minute. Salute to your team. I want you to shout your team. You got my boy Midway over there, right? Who else you got over there? What's going on?
Oh yeah, man. The 4 guys with quarters team is growing. We lost about 2 people, but that was for the better cause of 4 guys. So now we got Midway Monster, we got VJ, we got Flamish. Who's been co-hosting the 4GQ TV News. Yes. And we also have Mav, Fun Speculation.
Oh, salute.
Yeah, he's a really good dude. And Dreadpool just joined to become an official crew member as well. Nice. And Crispy Bomb is an honorary member for interviews. He can't join full-time, so... Right. So excited, man. Just really excited. Also, real quick before I forget this, shout out this interview. We did a little interview with Lucy. I can't say her last name because it's very Greek, but Dreadpool even spoke to her in Greek on the interview. Wow. She was a lead character animator for Battletoads.
Yes, saw that one.
And she is a really cool person, man. Just down to earth.
And shout out your channel where you can find what time you get that rocking, man.
Tuesdays, 5 to 7 p.m. Eastern usually. And then the interviews, we've been trying to do at least 2 a week. Okay. I'm not giving up. I'm going to keep going, Cog.
Keep it going, brother. We'll keep it up, man. Appreciate you, man. Thanks for coming through. I see Midway Monster in the chat throwing it up for the shot. That's what's up. And, of course, Lord Addict, man. Where can people find you, man?
You can find me on Twitter at Lord Addict ILP. You can find You can find me on Xbox Series X. I'm about to download this Dragon Quest demo. I didn't realize there's a demo.
Nice.
Yes, I've been playing the hell out of that.
Yeah, so I'm definitely gonna play that. And then you can also find me grinding away my life away on Destiny. So.
No doubt. Salute to the grind. You already know. And of course, the triumphant return of a healthy king. Back. Oh, what's the poster about? What's going on, sir? What's going on? What's that? Oh, wow.
Yeah, this is stuff that's going to be littering my gaming space.
That's classic right there.
Yeah,
That's
comic book
classic.
stuff.
Let's get it. Let's get it.
Well, happy birthday.
Thank you, brother.
You know, it just it's kind of crazy, man. Like we old.
We old.
We old, man. It is a beautiful thing because, you know, being black and from the Bronx, you don't get to get old. So again, I salute you.
Salute. You already know.
I salute that you're gonna have a great night, and you know, I was able to, you know, partake in your birthday today.
No doubt. You already know.
So it's a beautiful thing. I want to say thank you to each and every last one of our panel members.
Yes.
Brap, Agent Flip Flop.
Oh my God.
Shout out to you and respect to you. Hyperbole is crazy over there. Shout out to Ains. Man, I'm gonna tell y'all right now, boy. Y'all be thinking I'm joking, but if you ever listen to the 1% talk, then you hear the 1% words. Right? So listen. Y'all think I'll be joking. Listen, man. He out here doing these wild things. It's fantastic and is utterly respected. Humble. One of the most humblest people that you're ever going to come across. And I'm definitely going to watch your stream because I'm not buying Demon Souls. So I'm definitely going to watch it.
Shout out to not buying and watching it.
I appreciate that.
No, I brought Sakura though. I'm never doing that. I'm going to watch it. I'm going to watch the hell out your
That's such
stream.
a good game.
Yeah. Kid Smooth. You are one of the most entertaining dudes that I really love to watch. I really do. You are the best.
We setting up this Demon Souls challenge, man. You won't want to throw in on this in the chat.
I'm not throwing into nothing. But yeah.
Oh yeah, you
because
gotta get your health up before we start that.
Yeah. I'm taking this. I'll die today.
Yes, please. Will be said is we're not risking this at the expense of King's health. So we gotta wait until King is healthy first.
I'm not dying today. That ain't gonna happen. But my man Clowns. Yes. Yeah, I told you should have smacked that baby, but yeah, you didn't have to smack the baby. So you know you got your Series X anyway, and you did it with your, you know, popping the dude in the mouth with some pepperoni paws, and they respect your hustle because you came through and the Goomba slid that pizza through.
A lot of Goomba talk. I was nervous.
Yes,
I thought we was gonna get indicted the way Clowns was talking, but continue.
He does it more tactful.
Yes, yeah, very smooth with it too. Very smooth.
Yeah, some mob bosses, you know, give you pizza. Some people give you blood. Yeah. So it is what it is. I love you guys.
Absolutely.
And I really wanted to be here with Jason Ronald. I'm gonna tell you right now that level of work and my belief in that interview was going to happen. I didn't care what if you look at our DMs, if you ever look at our DMs, and you know these dudes would be talking something, I'd be like, man, shut up, we winning. It's gonna happen. They'd be like, I don't know because shut up. We good.
He does, man, and his convictions.
And you know why is it? I just feel that we keep it real with you.
Facts.
So even if those 10 or 11 dislikes there, you didn't like anything that I said, at least you can say to yourself, well, at least he ain't frauding though. I'm gonna tell you that. I don't care what he say. I can't stand that dude, but he's not lying. And,
they be saying that sometimes.
Yeah, so, I mean, at least they be like, you know what? I can't stand him, but I respect him, and that's all I ever ask you to do.
Facts.
So you know, just like, follow, and subscribe, and make sure that you share because the algorithm is necessary for us to even grow.
Yes.
You know, we have 400 people in the chat, and if those 400 people just shared it out to 400 more people, then you know more people can get a chance to see exactly what you're enjoying, what you're having, you know, fun with. So please do that. But I can't wait to see you guys next week when I'm feeling a little bit better and not, you know, jumping in and out as much. But
no,
you guys have a blessed day.
You already
and I'll
know.
see you guys next week.
Yo, salute to everybody. Like I said, that came through. Ains, Brap, Clowns. It's been a minute. All you guys. So love what you guys are doing. It's always fun to do these. Again, salute to the chat. Thank everybody for the happy birthday shout outs. Means a lot to me. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting old, so you appreciate them as you get older. Look, we got a lot of stuff planned for the month. Still some more fun stuff cooking for the rest of the end of the year. Look, everybody enjoy your Sunday. Until next time, we are out of here. Peace.